mean follow me. Deal with trauma privately. I don't wanna be a burden, I handle things defiantly. Spent a decade searching for a higher power guiding me. Figured out that faith is not up there, that it's inside of me. Act with execution, what's a plan with zero action? Faced with bad habits, knowing it's a magnet to my imbalance. I'm somewhere between confidence and arrogance. The middle ground is treacherous, I work on getting out of it. Pops is looking down, I feel him every time the sun shine. Back to being unsigned, I only got my bloodline. With me going forward, smoking cookie till we dumb high. I heard you taking shots, we pulled up on them, they was gun shy. 2 p.m. in Rome, we at the chapel eating sun-dried tomatoes and a plum wine. Life been like a movie, I don't know how long the run time. Hope it's an extended cut, but when I died, I load my consciousness onto a thumb drive and upload it to the masses. When I pass, all my sets is holographic. Life's as real as you imagine. My Jewish girl was tight, cause I ain't link her on the Sabbath. But it's Friday and I got a few robins I need a bask in. Playing traffic, if you wanna play the faction. We don't act, we getting active, stacking cash and dodging taxes. My father was a Catholic, never taught me how to practice. But with music, I'm a Baptist. Chris and all these fucking tracks I bless these raps with.
Standing in the middle of the march, both sides caving on the drive. Praying to my pops and the guys. God, please help me out. Can you spare me for once? Hey, yeah. Can you spare me for once? Hey, I ain't asking for much. No.
We watch history. We make history. And one day we become it. Drop some buckets and then we kick the bucket. Just trying to reach the peak before I finally plummet.
Standing in the middle of the march, both sides caving on the drive. Praying to my pops and the guys. God, please help me out. Can you spare me for once? Hey, yeah. Can you spare me for once? Hey, I ain't asking for much. No.
Look, baby, I'm way too high to be worried about what a nigga say about me. I'm way too fly to be coming down, dishing out game for the free. I'm way too fly not to go and run the numbers up and hit them with a fee. You way too dry to be hating on the drippin' nigga who they wanna be. I'm ran up my partners, I'm too activated now. They know that I'm poppin', I ain't had to say it now. I've been out here living, let them actors play around. She gon' let me rub it, flip it, smack it, lay it down. Big racks on the line, fuck beefing with a bum. Yapping on the gram, he ain't eating on the crumb. Fucking with a stepper, baby, you know how to play it. I don't speak a lot, but I just mean it when I say it. You are not a threat, I got the game face on. Even though you greet me with your stank face on. Nigga, quit the capping with your gangbang song. You ain't never hit the block and take place on. Moving with the mission, had to cancel out the clutter. Quarantine clean, two-stepping in the gutter. Throw them foes up for the #1 stunner. Hit the low side, had to tap in with the brothers. I'm way too high to be worried about what a nigga say about me. I'm way too fly to be coming down, dishing out game for the free. I'm way too fly not to go and run the numbers up and hit them with a fee. You way too dry to be hating on the drippin' nigga who they wanna be. I'm ran up my niggas, I be Diddy poppin' now. Here for the week, I got the city poppin' now. We done heard it all, tell them they ain't saying nothing. You can't put the money down, we ain't even coming. Phone line jumping, going gold from the couch. Got a toe touching, put a fold in your spouse. I ain't stressing nothing, ho, you know what I'm about. Nappy headed nigga with the for the goose. Beat it from the bike, tryna knock something loose. Hit it from the side, rap game, right hook. Niggas talk bigger than they real life look. Player of the year, ho, I'm really in the field. With the gang, talking about the dividend, yeah. Say they wanna work, getting smacked with the fees. Sliding through the side with the max in the G. I'm way too high to be worried about what a nigga say about me. I'm way too fly to be coming down, dishing out game for the free. I'm way too fine not to go and run the numbers up and hit them with a fee. You way too dry to be hating on the dripping nigga who they wanna be. I'm way too.
Run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em. Yeah, just run 'em. I'm on the mezzanine. I go so hard just to fuck up my enemies. Don't need revenge when success is the remedy. Ain't for the top, I'ma do 'em like Kennedy. Mixing champagne with their Hennessy. They falling off, all these niggas is winning leagues. Life gave me limits, I came out with simply. Look, I don't associate, no, we can't congregate. Focus like number 8, my shit is infinite. Move out the trauma, my therapist healing it, Know that you feeling it, I'm just too weird with this, Came with the bass and I'm slapping you niggas, I feel like I'm willing this, Look, stuck in the fuck shit, kill them all at the top of my bucket list. None of you hoes on my fucking list. I go so hard when I come like this, Look, yeah, I go hard and I run up the numbers. Grinding the winter to fuck up the summer. Telling you niggas beware that I'm coming. Tell me, from the bottom, now stepping on their neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the day. Mezzanine is on the day. Tell me, from the bottom, now stepping on their neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the day. Mezzanine is on the day. Tell them that I'm coming like who I've been coming. Numbers I've been running, I've been up to something. Never run from nothing, gotta keep it jumping. Make sure these niggas is bumping my shit, I go too hard on the bitch, Used to be late on the rent, Used to make dollars and cents, Now all the figures are 6, bitch. Yeah, tell them other rap niggas better keep quiet. When they got a piece, guess a nigga get violent. Always got mine, guess a nigga come try it. Yeah, stepping away from the bottom feeders. It just me on my album, don't need a feature. Couldn't walk in my shoes, not a kilometer, not a centimeter, bitch. Tell me from the bottom, now stepping on their neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the day. Mezzanine is on the day. Tell me from the bottom, now stepping on their neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the day. Mezzanine is on the day.
What's going on? It's your boy Big Dog Barking, come straight out of Memphis 10. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? Queen, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to excuse me if I'm a little down. I mean, if it sounds like I'm a little down or whatever the case may be. I'm not down, but yeah, I'm kind of bothered. I'm real bothered because I just got out the phone with my daughter before I started this live, and her fiance having some issues, and you know what I'm saying. And I always try to be transparent with my audience, you know what I'm saying, about things that go on in my life. And my daughter was telling me that her fiance is slick stressing her out. He's slick stressing her out right about now. Oh, some dumb shit. So apparently, this nigga mama called him about 5:30, 6 o'clock their time. They in North Carolina. And she called him stressing him out about the car insurance rose, whatever the case may be. And she harassing this nigga for $65. And you know, and they going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you know, she determined to get the $65 a day. Now, mind you, they rent due. And he's trying to be what these spaces tell him to be. Is he trying to take care of his soon to be wife and daughter by himself, sole provider. My daughter, she had quit her job about a little bit before she came down here for my son graduation. And the plan was for her to be at the house till her little girl about 1, then she was gonna go back to work, and they agreed to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Following the blueprint that you gotta be talking about. And you know what I'm saying? They was all cool. And when she called me and she was telling me what was going on, I felt some type of way because I respect bro, I like bro. You know what I'm saying? That's his baby. You know what I'm saying? You know, I smoked with him a couple times, and you know, I mean, he a cool dude. But what I realized over their whole relationship was that anytime his mother feels some type of way financially, she want her way. She'll call him and just piss him the fuck off. And when she piss him the fuck off, guess who gets the pushback? Who gets the after effects of his mother pushing him off? My daughter. My daughter. She gets the bullshit that comes after this nigga mama done pissed him off. And like I said, I told her because she was like, he want to come home. He trying not. He damn near giving her ultimatum is that once she had a baby, she need to go get a night shift job, or she need to go get a job back in corporate America, or option 3 is to come back to Memphis. You know what I'm saying, and whatever the case may be. And you know, it's like, bruh. The problem ain't my dog. The problem is your mom. And this ain't the first time that this man's mama has said something to him, and he gave her the aftermath of him and his mama getting into it. And I been telling my daughter for a minute since they've been together is that Buddy is what these niggas call a son husband. And I know my daughter, she's trying to be respectful. I told her to be respectful and listen to what Buddy got to say. But I also know my daughter, it's like, it's only so much she finna tolerate from you, bruh. Because she already going through shit since she been pregnant. Her health been back and forth. Her blood pressure rose, and she in and out, in and out the hospital, the emergency rooms and shit like that. And this is all because you want to have a baby. All because you got her pregnant and you want, like I said, he want to be a good father, he want to be a good husband and shit like that. But you already know what she going through physically. You already know that before she even got pregnant, when her cycle comes, her cycles are terrible. You know what I'm saying? She's damn near being pain, be killed over, crying, and she going through it. And so now she going through it with your little girl. And you're going to stress out even more because you can't cuss your mom out. You can't tell your mama to back up and leave you the fuck alone. And you going to take that and throw it in my daughter and try to make my daughter go through the stress you're going through dealing with your mama. And I told her not too long ago, like, hey, be respectful. Listen to what old boy got to say. But if you had to bring your ass back home, bring your ass back home. I'm not finna let my daughter be in this relationship with a dude that's a son husband. I can't do it. I respect him. I like him. He seemed like a good guy. But you're not finna put my child, my daughter, through shit because you can't get your mama in line. You not finna put my daughter through shit because you can't get your mama in line. Because your mama want to run your pockets. Because your mama want to control you and shit like that. Now, mind you, this boy mama, my bad, young man mama, she got a house. She only pay property tax. She ain't got no car notes. She do what she do. From my knowledge, from what they telling me, she do what she do. She ain't got no major bills. She pay the light bill, phone bills, you know what I'm saying, car insurance. She ain't got no major bills. And since she found out my daughter was pregnant and pregnant with a girl, she been doing nothing but balling, doing too much, doing all this extra shit. Just because my daughter got a girl. Taking her to these spas and spending all this money and spend all this money for this upcoming baby shower and shit like that, just balling out of control. My daughter ain't asking for none of this shit. My daughter's a simple girl. She don't give a fuck. But she also like me, like if you're gonna spend your money, I ain't gonna stop you either. So spend your money. If that's what you want to do, spend your bread. I ain't finna stop you, even though I don't need you to spend all your motherfucking money. Spend your money. That's what you want to do. And now you balled out of control. You spending all this money on extravagant gifts and all this extravagant shit for the baby and baby showers. And you gotta have these top-notch chefs at the baby shower and all this extra shit. Woo, 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 woo. Now you broke. Now you blowing up your son's phone talking about, oh, the insurance enrolled about $65. I need my $65 ASAP, but come to find out you had a speeding ticket leaving Charlotte. Where they at? They in Charlotte, going back to South Carolina. You got a speeding ticket coming out of Charlotte. And it's like, okay, I ain't got the speeding ticket. You got the speeding ticket. Then it's a whole lot of shit. And like I said, man, I not finna let my daughter suffer with nigga. I don't give a fuck how good he is. I don't give a fuck how good he is. You is not finna be stressing mine out because your mama stressing you out. You want to be the son hub and you want to fall for the okie dokes every time your mama or your grandmama call and want to guilt trip you into doing shit you ain't got no business doing because your mom and your grandmama and your auntie ain't got bad spending habits. Got bad spending habits. And then when the bills come up, whatever bills they got, they can't fuck around and pay their motherfucking bills. And now you want to blow up this nigga phone talking about you need to help me pay these motherfucking bills or I'm going to cut you off. Come to find out, the insurance rose to $510 on 3 cars. He got 1, she got 2, and he paying 60% of the insurance. That by itself let me know it's like later you is getting over on your son. And he too dumb and too blind to see that motherfucking shit. that the majority of y'all motherfucking problems, because they don't have too many problems. My daughter don't call me too many times to tell me her and this nigga got problems. But the majority of your problems come along when your mama got fucking money problems. When your mama want to ball out of control and spend all this fucking money and shit like that, and then you want to turn around and try to stress my daughter out after you done agreed for her to sit at that motherfucking house. She had a better paying job than you, motherfucker. She was in corporate America. She was in corporate America. She got a fucking degree. And she gave all that shit up because she pregnant with your baby. She said, I sit home. I don't need no extravagant shit. I don't need to go to 5-star restaurants. I don't need all these designers and shit. Like, I sit at home. I cook. I clean. I do all that type of shit. All this shit y'all niggas be wanting for women to do. When niggas were telling me my daughter had to make a decision, she couldn't get her education and be with the nigga, and she was doing both. She literally quit her corporate job, making way more money than him, to sit at home, pregnant, be the housewife that y'all niggas be wanting. And now she got to deal with a son husband. What a lot of you niggas are. What a lot of you niggas are. Attached to your motherfucking mama titty. My mama did this, my mama did that. Woo, 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 woo. But you gotta respect me because I'm a man. I want to be the sole provider. I want you to stay at home and I want you to cook and clean. I want you to do all this type of shit. But when my mama called, I'ma stress you out because this lady stressing me out, bruh. This is why I be saying the shit I be saying to you puss ass niggas. My whole mood, my whole vibe be off because of a weak ass nigga that want to be the man of this motherfucking house, folding under pressure to his motherfucking mama, and then want to stress my daughter out that's already got high blood pressure, in and out the emergency room for whatever fucking reasons, told your little girl you want to stress her out because you can't talk to that. I'm about to call your mom out of the name. You can't tell your mama to shut the fuck up and let you grow the fuck up. Cut your fucking mom off. Because every time you got a problem with my fucking daughter because of your fucking mom, I just told my daughter to tell that nigga go make a baby with his mom. I just told my daughter, I said, go tell that nigga to go make a baby with his motherfucking mom. Since that's who you cater to all the motherfucking time. This is a perfect example on why I be talking the shit I be talking to you weak ass niggas that want women to fold all the motherfucking time and follow your motherfucking lead because there's a woman that's ahead of you that's gonna tell your ass to fold and become a bitch boy. And it's the woman that gave birth to you. When I talk about my mother-in-law be the same motherfucking way. And if Queen, if you still in this motherfucking chat, you heard me cuss that laid out. You heard me cuss that laid out. No problems. Act the same motherfucking way. She got 2 motherfucking sons. One the oldest boy don't even stay with her. He fucked up with his baby mama. Don't want to take care of no responsibility. Want to gamble all the motherfucking time. He going broke trying to make bets and shit like that. And his baby mama just put his ass out because he don't want to buy diapers. You don't want to buy diapers and you want to let and then on top of that, you ain't even let the nigga stay at your house. Your oldest son can't even stay at your motherfucking house. He's staying over your boyfriend's house. Cause you don't want none of your kids at your motherfucking house. You want your house to stay crispy and clean and shit like that. And your other son can't stay out of motherfucking jail. Because the whole time in the 21 years I've been with your daughter that you only claim when you want something. The whole time I've been with your daughter, your oldest daughter, I done watched that youngest boy go through hell and high water in the name of a fucking check. And the minute that check got cut off, guess what? You ain't got no fucking love for your son. But when he go to jail, you ready to put money on his motherfucking books, but as soon as he get out, he ain't got nowhere to stay. He get a motherfucking job and you let him stay there, but he gotta give you 90% of his motherfucking check. Can't do shit. But you want majority of his motherfucking check. In the minute he don't give you more than what you want, if he give you a dime less of what you want, you putting his ass back out. These are the niggas y'all want to be. These are the niggas y'all are, man. This is what my daughter got to deal with. This is what all these young ladies got to deal with, you puss ass niggas. They got some bitch ass mamas that's only out for self. And I don't even bash women. I bash bad behavior. I bash bad behavior. And I see it. I talk bad about niggas because I see the bad behavior. I know the bad behavior. I dealt with the bad behavior. I have been the bad behavior. That's why I say what I say, because I already been down that road. I'm the bad behavior. You niggas don't want to be held accountable for your bitch ass behavior, and then you don't want nobody to talk bad about your mama. You don't want nobody to say nothing bad about the woman that gave you the bad motherfucking behavior. I love my mama. I love my mama too, but I got her ass right. Maybe I was lucky because my mama didn't never try to raise me to be a motherfucking man. She told me a long time ago when I was coming up, when I was a young nigga, me and my brother, she was like, I can't raise you to be no man. Daddy ain't done, stepdad ain't shit. I gotta learn how to be a man the best way I know how. She was like, I can't do it. You gotta figure it out on your own, and I did the best way I could. And even my wife tried to run that, oh, I'm trying to make you the man I thought your mama wants you to be. I told her, baby, I am the man my mama wanted me to be. It ain't nothing you gonna do with me to stop who the fuck I am. I am who my mama wanted me to be as a man. She told me what women like. She told me how to act, have manners, know how to talk, know how to dress, smell good. She didn't tell me how to be a man. She told me what women like from men. She couldn't tell me how to be a man. And she held that to the day she died. She couldn't tell me and my brother how to be men. She stamped it. She stamped it. That shit right there irks me so motherfucking bad because y'all wanna be these strong leaders and shit like that, and then say you got bad followers when you a hoe. When you wanna be you in your bitch body, you in your femininity. Because you can't go against the woman that you know full of shit. I used to remember when my mama used to talk crazy about my daddy. You fucked him twice. You wasn't too bad. You got 2 sons out of the deal, so ain't no sense trying to tell me how bad my dad is when you fucked him twice. Now what? She couldn't say shit because she knew I was right. When she had her bad spending habits, even when it benefited me and my brother, I'm like, hey, just because I asked for it don't mean you gotta spend your money. You the one getting me spoiled all these designer clothes and these new shoes every week and shit like that, making yourself go broke. You can tell me no. I'm trying to make sure you got everything I didn't have. What? Some new shoes every week. And the funny part about it, I will fuck them up on purpose because I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it. You go buy me $60, $70 shirt that I go fuck up on purpose because I know you're going to buy me another one. I was the bad behavior. You act like your daddy. No shit. How I know? I ain't never met the nigga. But I'm acting like the nigga. How I know? I don't know. Well, apparently some of you like in the nigga, you know, you got me because of him. You got my brother because so I mean shit. You want to make that or what? That's what they're gonna do to me. I'm acting like my dad. Okay, I act like you too. When I'm doing right, when I'm bringing home good grades, when I'm mannerable and all this type of shit, and I act like you ain't got a problem. Like, oh, look at my son. He's so this, he's so nice, he's so respectful and all that. But when I'm in the streets, when I'm doing all the dumb shit, when I'm cussing motherfuckers out and fighting and robbing and stealing and breaking in 4 houses and selling drugs and all that type of shit, I'm acting like my dad. Well, hell, you married it, you liked it. You liked it. You liked it. You didn't have a problem when it benefited you. Why you had a problem with me doing it now? You ain't had a problem with my daddy doing it. So why you got a problem with me doing it? I'm supposed to be better. I'm better. I'm smart. I'm smarter than a lot of these motherfuckers I'm around. But I'm using that motherfucking intelligence to do criminal shit too, though. Y'all just have to excuse me for a hot minute. Cause that shit really pissed me off. That I just got through hearing this shit before I go live. That I get another example of the bullshit that these motherfuckers talk about every motherfucking day. And every time I say I'm gonna get away from this shit, some pop up for me to go back to talking about this bullshit. And it's some niggas right now that's gonna swear up and down my daughter the problem. Cause she ain't supportive. Well, he told her to go get a night job. She need to go get a night job. He also told her to sit her ass at home too. He want her to go get a night job. He also told her to sit her ass at home. She just quit corporate America when she was making way more money than you, bruh. Way more money than you. She just quit that because she pregnant. Now you want to go back to corporate America. And move to Memphis. Now, I ain't got no problem with you coming back home. I ain't got no problem with you. You need to come home. You need to come to Memphis and get yourself together. I ain't got no problem with this shit, bro. I ain't got no problem with this shit, bro. But you ain't finna come to Memphis just to make me a babysitter, to make my wife a babysitter and shit like that. Excuse me. Because you don't want to pay daycare fees. Which, according to my daughter, is damn near $1,000 a week for a newborn. But you can come to Memphis. We'll find somewhere for y'all to stay. We got plenty of houses around this motherfucker, no brag. No brag, but we got about 4 or 5 houses in this neighborhood by ourselves. You have a place to stay. Trust and believe. It's about 5 houses in this neighborhood that we got. Motherfucker call me every motherfucker day asking about houses on this street, houses on that street. Y'all want to sell this house? Nah, we good. We don't want to sell that house. We don't want to sell that house. I get them phone calls twice a week about this property, this property, this property. Nah, we ain't selling shit. But these and the nigga finna be 26. And one thing I've always told my daughter, and one thing I always told my son is like, hey, at the age of 25, you need to have your shit together. You need to have your plan together. You need to have a fucking future together. What the fuck you finna do? You finna be 26 and you don't know what the fuck you got. You know you want to be the man of the house. You want your wife to follow you and shit like that. But then it's so simple for you to break. Because you got to make sure your mama's straight. When she blowing all her money, she ain't got no bills. She ain't got no car notes. She ain't got shit going on. But she blowing all her money. And when the bag running low, she gonna call you and manipulate you and gaslight you and piss you the fuck off. And now you want to go run the mama and give her all your motherfucking money while it's rent week. Now you got to make a decision to give your mama some money or pay your motherfucking rent. And stress my daughter out because you can't make a fucking decision on like common sense to tell me to pay my motherfucking rent. Mama, you can kiss my ass. I got my own family I'm trying to raise and take care of and shit like that. It's not my motherfucking fault. You got bad spending habits. It ain't my motherfucking fault. You want to go on all these extravagant ass trips and go to all these bad ass restaurants and shit like that and blow hundreds and $200 and $300 on bullshit. And then when you broke, want me to go give you all my motherfucking money for the fucking rent. For not even the rent. She ain't got a more. She only pay property taxes. You just want some money. Because you done blew all your money. You ain't got no nigga. From my understanding, you ain't got no nigga. But because your position, you make so much motherfucking money, you don't need no nigga. Where I hear that shit from? You want to ball out, ball out. I done seen it plenty of time before. And then when you go broke, you need some nigga to come in and help you out. And guess what? Your nigga is your motherfucking son. This ain't the first time I done told my daughter this shit. That's her nigga. Her motherfucking son. That's her nigga. I just told my child, man, look, push come shove, bring your ass home. We got you. We got you. I got you. If you gonna be a single mama because you got a punk ass baby daddy, let it be. Let it be. And I like Buddy. I'm just mad. I'm just mad. I ain't really got nothing against Buddy. I got something against that mindset. I got something with that. The whole thought process is that, bro, you want to be the soul provider. You want to be the man. My daughter is a dominant woman. My daughter is a dominant woman. She don't know failure. She don't like to fail. That's how I raised her. She's not going to be a failure. With or without you, she's not going to fail, bro. And she sit there and tell me I will fail with him because I like him, I love him. But at the same time, she ain't a hoe. She ain't going. Even if she say, yeah, I will fail with you, bro, but at the same time, you ain't finna stress me out while I'm failing with your motherfucking ass, bro. You want me to play a certain position? I'll play that motherfucking position as long as you can take care of your motherfucking position. When the position becoming too hard and she have to step in, she'll step in. But you ain't finna hurry up and stress her the fuck out to step in because you can't talk to your motherfucking mom and tell your mama quit stressing you the fuck out. And I pray to God, you just want to talk. I hope the Lord be with him if that's all you want to do. Because anything outside of just conversating, yep. Anything outside of conversating, what the fuck happened? Hold up. Make sure everything right. I don't know what the fuck happened. Can y'all see me? Hold up. Oh, there we go. But anything outside of a conversation, he already know what time it is. He already know what time it is. Anything outside of a conversation, he don't even want to do that. I don't give a fuck how mad you is, buddy. Anything outside of a conversation, hey, there's a couple niggas ready to go right now. Couple niggas ready to go right now. And I ain't even gonna take my son along. I'm like, nah, bro, I got this. So yeah, like I told her, be respectful. Listen to what buddy got to say. And if things ain't going the way it's supposed to go, I got to, hey, pack your shit, bring your ass back home. I got you. Because I'll be damned if I let mine be with any nigga that's going to be a hoe in stressful situations. But you wanted me to lead her. I be damned. Not finna happen. Not on my watch. Not as long as I got breath in my motherfucking body. I'm not finna let my motherfucking daughter go through that shit. Can't do it, won't do it, not finna happen. Oh, my bad, Queen. Oh shit. Man, I Queen, you know how I get, man. When I get in my zone, man, I be like, man, I be mad, bro. You know how, man, me and you cancels. You already know how that shit roll. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. Cause you know how I get down. I like you. You got me fucked up. No, you got me fucked up. No, you got me fucked up. Queen, if you still in the chat, man, the link at the top. You know what I'm saying? You can hit that joint whenever you feel like it. But yeah. Well, damn. All right, shouty, what's going on?
Yo, bad my ass, you bald headed ass nigga.
What? Why I gotta be out here, bro?
Got me sit down there and listen to your ass cuss this man out. How long you been almost a damn hour? 45 minutes.
Queen, I'm a cancer just like you. You know how we get down. You know how
Man,
we
let
get.
me tell you.
Don't play with me unless you ready for the whole the wrath of everything.
Have you talked to that boy?
Can I?
Have you?
I am. But
About
like
his mama?
nah, I left that part alone.
No, you need to get in that part.
And you know what? I had said something because like I said, they baby due in September and her birthday in November. So we making plan to go to North Carolina around her birthday, somewhere around November, December. And I asked her like how his family is. She like it's mostly women. And I think the only dude in his family is his granddad. And his granddaddy, he don't just fuck with him. So he ain't got no men in his family really. I was like,
Right.
I'm gonna let your wife talk to them women. I said, but I talked to him though. You know what I'm saying? If he asked me some shit, I ain't got no problem answering no questions. You know what I'm saying?
No, when your daughter call you with that bullshit, you need to call him and get his shit. Now you might ain't gotta cuss him out or whatever, but you need to get. He don't know. Ain't no men around. He don't fucking know. He 26 years old. Or they still young.
I know that.
You
That's why
talking to somebody that got married at 20.
shit. I got married in my 20s. I know. That's why I'm like, I know
Now
this.
at 20.
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
My husband didn't have no father figure around. Yeah, he wasn't necessarily um a family full of women. Kind of on his mama side, yeah. But he was men around, but they wasn't like instrumental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when his mama tried that bullshit, well, bitch, please. Let me tell you something. This ain't that, and she ain't finna do that shit. Now I done took as much as I'm gonna goddamn take. This what you finna do. Cause she kept calling me his girlfriend for one.
Right.
And we struggling like a motherfucker. And you done had to come move in with us for whatever the fuck reason. But you disrespecting me in my own shit.
Right.
Then we struggling like a motherfucker. And he had never lived on his own before.
Right.
So when we first got our apartment and we went grocery shopping, I bought like $100 worth of noodles.
You all right?
Yeah. And he was looking at me like I was crazy. And I was like, man, look, sometimes shit get tight.
Right.
And I said, sometimes noodles is the only shit you got to eat. I said, so I'm gonna get these noodles. We not eating these. These is for a rainy day.
Right.
Put them up. Now the noodles was in this cabinet. You know how you got the pantry, and then you got that pantry all the way at the top. On top of that shit, you need like a stool or some shit to get up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where I had put the noodles at. And it just so happened that the car had went down. We had to put the motherfucker in the shop. And so we had to pay to get it out the shop.
Right.
And we was making payments and we still had rent and all of this type of shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, his mama is laying up in our house.
Yeah.
And so we didn't have no money to go grocery shopping. So I was like,
Right.
fuck it, get the noodles. I went to go get the noodles. Why the fuck? It was 2 packs of noodles.
Let me guess.
2.
Let me guess. His mom ate all the goddamn noodles.
His sister.
Mm.
But bitch, she in here eating our food, and why you not replacing it?
Right. Right. Right.
So I was like, you know what? Everybody going through hard times, so I ain't gonna trip. But when I did trip,
When
when she came in the house with the rest of the cousins and shit, and all these motherfuckers got McDonald's in their hand.
yeah, that's a reason for me to go and click on your motherfucker there.
I'm like, the fuck?
yeah,
Y'all
that's
got McDonald's? And I'm still not tripping because sometimes you might have a hard time, but that little bit of splurge might be what gets you through. I'm
right.
still not tripping, but now I'm tripping because
What's up?
everybody
What's up,
uh,
Witch Doctor? I'm DJ Witch Doctor in the building. What's up, Witch Doctor?
oh, everybody in this motherfucker got McDonald's, except for my motherfucking husband.
Right.
Like, fuck me. I know you don't like me. You feel like I took your nigga away. Whatever, bitch. But you ain't even bring this man nothing to eat, bitch.
I
Oh, you
feel
got to
you.
get the fuck out of my house. And I wrote up a contract and I gave it to him. And I said, you take it to a motherfucking ass and you make her fucking sign it.
Right.
That bitch was at my house the next week.
Hey. Hey, it is what it, but like I said, Queen, I like the guy. Don't get me wrong. It's like when
It's
my
not
dog,
about that shit.
I'm
It's
just
not about
mad.
that. You can be mad, and that's something to be mad about because he putting your daughter through some bullshit. And your daughter don't know nothing about this shit because your daughter grew up with both her motherfucking parents.
Yeah, you
Yes,
know.
she don't know how to process this shit. You need to call that nigga and have a man-to-man conversation with him. You need to have a conversation with him on two levels. One, first level, I'm gonna talk to you as a man. Second level, nigga, I'm finna talk to you as a father. Don't make me fuck you up.
And see, I had already told his ass long. Like the first time I met him when they came down to Memphis, when they first started talking, I asked Bud, I was like, "What's the plan, my guy? I plan on marrying your daughter." This was like when she was like I think maybe a sophomore in college.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, cool. That's what your plan is. All right, cool, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So me and him being on good, but I told him, and my wife then told him, I'm like, hey, don't play with my child. If you can't deal with my child, please leave her the fuck alone.
He don't know what the fuck he doing. He don't even understand what he going through right now. That's why I'm saying you need to talk to him as a man first. And then after you have that conversation with him and he gets to the point of understanding, you need to let him know, now that I know that you understand, nigga, I'm not finna keep dealing with this shit. My daughter can't keep calling me behind your motherfucking mama.
Man, because that's the only time she called when they really have issues is always because it's mom.
And that's what you after he understand that one, your mama trying to hold you and you just gonna have to grow some balls and go and tell the bitch that,
I
hey,
swear, I just got through telling her that. I like, hey, you need to tell that nigga, man, cuss his mom out, do something, because every time y'all got issues, it's always because of her. She said something to him, and he go stressed out and shit like that, and now you want to go stress her out because she stressed you out. I'm like, my daughter ain't been go through that shit. And she
yeah,
doing everything. She doing everything that these niggas be wanting women to do. She quit her. She had a corporate job, Queen.
yeah, I wouldn't have done that shit. I would have went on maternity leave, but I wouldn't have done that shit.
Well, it just so happened she quit right. Like they were doing some dumb ass shit. She quit right before they fired everybody at her job anyway. It was a lot of
Oh,
bullshit.
okay. So she
She
probably would have
she
lost her job anyway.
she probably would have lost her job anyway because you know they were doing a lot of dumb ass shit. But she was in corporate America. She was making
She
pretty
can't
good
get
money.
no job now because she pregnant. Ain't nobody gonna hire her.
And she know that. That's why before she had quit the job, he was like, all right, I'm just gonna work. I'm gonna DoorDash, I'm gonna do this job and da 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 da. You stay at home, stay off your feet, just take care of the house. And she like, all right, cool. So that was the agreement. He was gonna work, take care of all the bills and shit like that. Now all she had to do was stay at home, cook, clean, whatever the case may be, and get ready to have this little girl.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they agreed on. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I know my daughter. My daughter, like, hey, I'm gonna do this shit as long as you take care of what you supposed to take care of. You say I can sit my ass at home and for a whole year until I daughter about one, I'm gonna do that. I'm putting my trust in you because you said you got this. I know my daughter. I raised
Yeah.
my daughter like you know what I'm saying. I know how she
Yeah.
gonna operate.
Yeah.
Now your mama come in fussing about money, stressing you out. And now you trying to make sure your mama got some money coming out your pocket that's supposed to go
Yeah.
to the rent.
That's not his responsibility. That's a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to talk to him so he can understand that shit. Because when you raise, first of all, I don't know nobody that was raised by a single mama who single ass mama ain't say, you gonna grow up and buy me a house.
That should be crazy.
As if that shit is anywhere, shape, form, my motherfucking responsibility to buy you a motherfucking house. Where that make sense at?
It don't.
My mama said that shit to me.
Shit, my wife said that shit to my daughter. She was like, shit, I moved to Charlotte and be the babysitter. I'm like, move to Charlotte to be the babysitter.
No, that's I'm gonna take care of my grandbaby, and we do that.
I feel you on that type
Buy
of shit.
buy buy the bitch a house, okay? That's what she said. He supposed to buy me a house by now. Where in the fuck where in who blueprint is that shit?
And then be trying to guilt trip a motherfucker. You know how much I did for you and did that and the third. And like,
That's what that young man
that,
is dealing with.
yeah,
He
no,
ain't had no male guidance around him to make him
and
know better. And
and for
he's
what?
in this situation where he's trying to create a family. He got a whole bunch of idealistic shit because he's 26 years old. Ain't no, we don't live in the era of, oh, you can let your wife sit at home while you take care of everything without you busting your motherfucking ass damn near to your fucking grave. And in his mind, he probably ain't consider that shit.
But watch this, Queen. A while ago, some years ago, they got into it. She called me about this shit, and you know what I told my daughter then?
But
He been listening to that red pill content.
mhm.
I said he
I
been
don't even
listening.
think it's fully this red pill. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people, um, one, people have this idealistic view of marriage. Number one.
Right, I give you that one. I agree with that one.
And number two, when you ain't done the shit, you think, oh yeah, I can just go to work and pay the bills. That shit sound cute.
But and then, like I said, my daughter just told me that his daddy on the run right now because he want to be Tony Montana. He on the run right now. He ain't never been in his son life. His stepdaddy, he passed away. You know what I'm saying? Right before him and my daughter started talking. Plus, his little brother passed away. So I'm like, all the niggas that supposed to be in his life ain't no niggas in his life.
Right. Now he done
So,
put responsibility of a family on his back and he don't got no idea what the fuck he doing. And his mama ain't trying to help him.
and that be because it's like every time, like I said before. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know. I be hitting these damn cords over here and shit be fucking up. But anyway, what was I finna say?
You
Shit,
saying something about his mama.
but yeah, his mama always be the cause of their problems.
Because she thinks she entitled to him. And he gonna have to go ahead and she might not talk to him for a little while. Oh well, he gonna have to let her know, bitch, you is not my priority, nor my responsibility. I mean, he gotta call her no bitch, but you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, he ain't gonna call her no bitch. I know that, but and his grandmama be with the same shit too.
Yeah, cause they probably all raised the if the grandmama had a boy, she probably raised him the same goddamn way. And if he ain't around, that's why.
And that shit be like, man, because you know, like I said, I don't bash women. I don't talk crazy about women, but I talk about bad behavior.
But you gotta pay attention to this shit. Think about all the single women you know that had sons, right?
I know a lot of them.
Uh huh. How
Okay.
many of them sons don't come around that often? You don't
Now,
really see their sons.
now the ones now, like all my partners, like when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, like between the ages of 10 and 20, all my partners then, majority of us was in single mama households.
Mm-hmm.
So now we in our 40s, they still hang around their mamas. They still do for their mamas and shit like that. But
Is they
I know
mama
what
boy?
if they mama boys,
Do they got a family?
they got kids. A little more majority of them got kids.
No, not kids. Do they got a family?
Nah, because like
See, it's a whole nother different situation when a motherfucker got a family. Most of them boys that have families, you don't see them around like that. They show up, they say hi, they come through Mother's Day and all that other shit. They might come over there and cut the grass or some shit like that, but to come over and hang out and shit, they don't do that because they always got their fucking hand out.
yeah, because one like when my brother came down here from Texas, one of our partners, he staying with his mama. and he on some old he got a little chick he fucking with, but he don't want to be committed to her because he still want to be a player. And I'm like, nigga, you down there 44, 45 years old, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be at your mama house because your mama ain't making you. Now he was at the mama house. He went and got an apartment with his son. So him and his son split in the apartment. Then I got
that's
another
crazy.
partner. When he was younger. I remember his mama. You put him out one day when I'm on my way to school. She put his ass out the house. She wouldn't let his ass out the house. I literally stayed home from school so the nigga had somewhere to lay his head because his mama was with the shit. And to this day, he still catered to his mama. I'm like, your mama with the shit. You know that, right?
It's because he ain't
So
shit.
I be looking at my niggas and I'm like, man, I was the one that was with the shit the most growing up. And I'm with the one that got at least the family shit figured out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all niggas with the shit and y'all catering to your mamas and shit. Maybe because I lost my mama early. I don't know. Maybe because
You got a
my mom.
family.
Yeah.
You got some responsibilities. I mean, that's not to say that they got kids, so they got no responsibility, but that ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Them kids don't live with them. Them kids live with their mama.
Man, I be swearing like shit. Then I got one partner, he on that old black women ain't shit. Black women overweight, black women this, and then I look on his Facebook, you got a whole fat white bitch.
Cause she white.
And I'm sitting here like, nigga, you talking about black women overweight and this, that, and the third, and I look on your Facebook and you my nigga. You got a fat white girl. But black women overweight, but you got a fat white girl.
Well, you need to talk to your son-in-law because at least he does have the mindset of having a family, which
Then I give them that.
is a lot more than some of these other people. And
Then
one
I
of the
give
problems with these men is there is nowhere for them to get no actual guidance. So
yeah.
you got to give them some guidance.
Yeah, I know that. My better half of me is telling me my right brain, you know, the good side of me is telling me he don't know no better. He
He
trying.
don't.
I know he don't. I know he trying. I know he young and shit like that. I know all this type of shit. And my daughter love him, and I know all this type of shit. It's just that shit right there. Is like my mama wouldn't dare,
Your
dare.
mama wouldn't dare. Your mama got the sense that a lot of women ain't got. Your mama fix her mouth to tell you she cannot raise you to be no man. You know most of these women swear up and down they can teach a boy to be a man. Bitch, how?
Now the only
You
thing
don't
my
know
mama want.
what.
The only thing my mama wasn't gonna let a female do to me or my brother was, you're not gonna call my son stupid. They far from it. Because I tell my wife that I said my mama was still alive now. She heard you call me stupid. She'll tell me to leave you the fuck alone because she like, you not gonna insult my son's intelligence. I know they smart. You not gonna do that. Now outside of that, she be laughing and she'll laugh everything else off, but you're not gonna call me dumb. She like, that's the last thing, because I saw her cuss my grandmom out about calling me and my brother dumb. She wasn't going
Yeah,
to, oh no, you're not calling my sons dumb for shit. No. So that's about it. She like, you ain't gonna call them dumb.
yeah, but
So
she didn't think that she was gonna raise you to be no fucking man, and that's important because there's a lot of women that run around here. I can raise him to be a man. Bitch, how? When my son was looking at the other little boy that sit on the toilet and he started mimicking him because that was his peer, I couldn't teach his ass how to properly piss. I had to go find a man and be like, yo, can you show him what the hell he's supposed to do? Because somehow he done forgot. I can't do that. It's certain shit I cannot teach him because I'm not a fucking man. I don't have the mind state of a man. I don't know what men be thinking about when they go through certain things. There's no way I can teach a boy to be a man. I don't know nothing about being no fucking man. I know what I like to see in a man.
and that
I
and
can
that's
teach.
and that was my mama right there. I know what I like to see in a man, but I can't tell you how to be a man.
Yeah, I can't tell you
And
how to get there. I can't give
right.
you blueprint to be the man I would like to see. I don't know how to do that shit. That's for another man to do. And if he don't have that, and if you can see that he trying, then go ahead and give him some guidance. And then after you give him some guidance and you know he understands, then you can be mad daddy and go and cuss his ass out.
I mean, yeah, I told my daughter, you know what I'm saying, to hit me up if she need to hit me up. Because he was at work. You
Well,
know what
then
I'm
when he get
saying?
his ass, now you need to tell your daughter to have that nigga call you when he get the fuck out of work.
Yeah. But you know how, you know, but this the only part about, you know how some of these niggas get about you talking about their mamas.
You don't got to talk about his mama.
But I have to, I know me, I have to say something because I know where your problems come in and your problem come
You
from your
can,
mama.
you don't have to talk about his mama per se. You can just be like, I don't know, whatever went on, but with the $65 or whatever. But I know this: your duty and your obligation is to your future wife and your child. Anybody outside of that is an accessory, whether they birth you or not.
Yeah.
And then you can let him start talking and let him bring up his mama to you. You don't got to bring her out. You just say little stuff to get him to talking. Because he got his feelings about that shit too. And he don't know how to process that shit. That's why your daughter catching it because he knows she ain't going nowhere. That's why. He fucking clinging on to their mama ass because she might go somewhere. And he needs to go ahead and embrace and prepare himself for that because the day is gonna come when he gonna have to tell her fucking no. She's gonna get fucking pissed and she's not gonna talk to him for a couple of weeks, couple of months. The day is coming. And he needs to go ahead and get ready and get prepared for that shit because unless he feels to be balling out of control where he can take care of his family and his motherfucking mama, he ain't gonna be able to take care of her. And if the problem is that she doing whatever she want to do with her money and thinking he's supposed to catch her up, then he gonna have to go ahead and be a real nigga and let her know that ain't his motherfucking responsibility nor his job.
Man, what's going on, Raj? With man,
And he
when
needs
he,
some guidance through that shit because he don't know how to process that shit.
ooh,
And I mean, I think you would rather give him guidance than this shit get out of hand and then one day you find yourself hip slapping his motherfucking ass because of the way
nah,
he
it's
just treats
going.
your daughter.
No, it's gonna be way past pimp slapping. It's gonna be way past pimp slapping.
I know. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying. You don't want it to get that far because he's one of the few that's really out here trying to actually create a family and not just be on some bullshit.
And then that's why like I like it just irked me because like I said, for me to hear that right before I do this, like it just put me in a whole fucked up mind frame because I know how I raised man and I know how you act. Like he a good dude. I give him credit for being a good dude. It's just like when the majority of y'all shit pop up, I know what the common denominator is always your mother. She wants you to be her nigga. Because when she go balling out of control, she call you the excuse me. She get the balling out of control, then she'll call you to give her the money back. And if you don't give her the
Yeah.
money back, he call the nigga ungrateful and calling them all type of bitches and hoes. I'm like,
And then he needs to hang up the phone.
and you sitting there taking that shit from this woman that swerving now she love you.
You need to tell him it's okay for him to hang up the phone because that bitch gonna pay his phone bill. He gotta listen no disrespect. He
I'm
grown.
talking. I'm talking about she told that nigga, man, she gonna take his ass off the insurance if she don't get that money ASAP. And she didn't give a fuck how he got to work. Now, man, at the same time, you know the nigga the only money and the income coming from this nigga, so you really will fuck him up just because you can't get your money.
And will. And will. And if they need to move back home to get some support until they can get on their feet the way they want to be, then they need to do that. But yeah, his mama will do that shit.
And I
Yes, she
told them,
will.
I had told them several times. I told like my daughter, she don't want to come back to me. She like, I ain't got nothing going on in Memphis. That's why. But I told them when they came down here for my son's graduation, I was like, hey, you can come to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got several properties in the neighborhood we stay in. I was like, you're a fan. You gonna get somewhere to stay for sure. And I'm like, bro, you got all this forklift and all this crane up. You got a lot of experience with the vehicles and shit like that. You know how to work a crane and all that. I said, you got experience. They always looking for that type of shit in these warehouses. I said, nigga, you'll find a job just off the shit. Simple fact, you can do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna pay you good. Like the price of living in Memphis is relatively cheap compared to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
So you can come down here, you can make 20, 25 doing crane operator shit, probably more. And within a month or two, nigga, you can get the fuck out and get your own shit in Memphis. I'm like, I've been through that out there, you know what I'm saying? But my daughter like that, I don't want to come home. Okay. I can't make you come home. I can't make you come home. You want to be in Charlotte, you like how Charlotte growing and all that type of shit, enjoy that shit. I want to come out there and see that shit my goddamn self. But I also don't want you to be no fool either. It's like shit, you need to bring your ass home, the door always open. You know what I'm saying? So
they young, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I know they'll figure it out.
But
I know they'll figure it out.
Give that young man some guidance.
I am Queen. I just had to get this shit out because, like I said,
I know
like
you have to get it off your chest, but I needed to tell you, you need to talk to him because that's what he needs. He needs some real man-to-man motherfucking advice, especially when it comes to that fucking mama. Because mamas think they entitled to everything, and they don't just do it to their boys; they do it to their girls too.
I know that. I know that. I know that. I know that because that's just like with my mom-in-law. Like I said, Queen heard me because my mom-in-law. No problem. Hey,
You know what? I was 24 years old before it dawned on me that I didn't have to deal with my mama's disrespect.
Right.
She used to call my house and cuss me out, have me crying and shit in my own motherfucking house.
Yeah.
And it took for me to go through that until one day it was just like she said something and some said, bitch, you can hang up the phone. And I said, I don't have to listen to this shit. Click. You don't pay no bills here.
Right.
I don't got to listen to this shit. Click.
I swear. Like I said,
It's a fucking spell, man. It got to be broken. A curse.
Like I said, man, it's just a simple fact. Like I when I heard that, then what I hear online, when we hear this shit on these spaces and shit like that, it's like you want to be the leader, bro, but you fold into your mama. She down there controlling you, and you gonna let her control you with your future wife. Tell you how to move, and then you gonna put extra pressure on your future wife.
Yeah, my phone
save
finna
your
die.
mama. Your phone finna die.
It's on 1%.
Oh, well, shit, nigga, where you at work?
No, I'm off work. That's why I was like, give me the link, because I was free today.
My bad.
I gotta go back to work in an hour, but I was free this morning.
Well, shit, you know, man, I ain't gonna burn your phone up, but shit, if you want to, I plan on being, I might be up here a little bit, so you want to, if I'm still up here, come back up here.
Yeah, I'll come back, I'm gonna let it charge.
All right, shawty.
All right, peace out.
All right. Man. You know, I appreciate people like Queen. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate her because I need people to get me back centered. You know what I'm saying? To get me back centered sometime, because what y'all be getting from me on YouTube in these spaces is a long way from what I used to be. I was a total crash out. about mine. I'm a total crash out. I have no problem crashing out about mine. And I know as I get old, I can't crash out like I used to crash out because it is what it is. We live in a whole nother society. So I do need people to center me because I ain't 25 no more. I'm 45. You know what I'm saying? And I still be thinking I'm 25 sometimes when it come down to certain shit. And I know what I would do with 25. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to Buddy if you know he willing to accept the advice. And I'm gonna be honest with him, like from the father's perspective, because you is an upcoming dad, and from the real nigga perspective, like, bro, you signed up for this shit. You signed up for this shit. You want to be the man of the house. You want to be the leader. You want to pay all the bills. You want to be the sole provider. And my daughter said, cool. Cool. Even though she got her fucking degree, even though she was in corporate America making 2-3 times more than you and shit like that, she said, fine. You got it. I sit at home, I cook, I clean, I get ready to pop this baby out. Bruh, I sit down for a whole motherfucking year. I sit down for a whole year. So we won't have to pay a daycare fee. So I won't have to give her to your mama to watch. Or try to find a way. My daughter, like, no, I got it. She'll be a mama. And this coming from a girl, a young lady that a long time ago, she was like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have no kids. I used to hear that shit every motherfucking day while she was down here when she was in school and shit like that. She like, Dad, I ain't having no kids. Dad, I ain't getting married. She like, I ain't got time. She like, I don't want to deal with that shit. And it didn't make it no better when she saw me and her mama arguing and shit like this. She had got to the point she ain't want to go on vacation with us no more. She like, y'all ain't been do nothing but argue. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all don't do nothing but fight. I don't want to hear that shit. My daughter like, no, I don't want to deal with that shit. So if I know I don't want to see my mama and daddy doing that shit, what makes you think I want to do that shit with another nigga? She's like, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to argue with you, bro, over dumb shit. She ain't want to have no motherfucking kids. She was like, shit, I want to pop my shit. I want to buy this and do this and do that, and I can't do this with kids. That's what type of shit she was on until she met her fiance. And then her fiance made her like, well, if he said, no, we're going to get married, we're going to get married. And it shocked me when she said that shit. It shocked me when she started cooking for the nigga. And I'm like, oh, baby, you don't even cook here. I'm like, I couldn't get you to boil water in the house. You act like you couldn't cook shit here. Your brother do more cooking than you do. You couldn't touch a pot, a pan. Now you get with this nigga. Now you coming up with all type of shit and woo woo. And the funny thing about it, that might have my wife. My wife was the same way. My wife wasn't cooking when me and her got together. And soon we got together, I told her, like, hey, I'm a country nigga. I take you out. I ain't got no problem spending money in no restaurant, but shit, I want some home cooking. She ain't know how to cook. She's like, I'll cook for you. You gonna be here, I'll cook for you. If you gonna be here, I'm gonna just like I said, I ain't the dictator. I ain't the tyrant. I'm laid back. I'm easy going. My wife went in the kitchen and started cooking. She cooked more. She found recipes than that. She didn't know how to cook. I told her, I need you to cook. If I'm gonna be your nigga. Okay. I need you to cook if I'm gonna be your nigga. Okay. Okay. So my daughter probably follows suit like her mom and like shit. She wasn't cooking before she met the nigga, and then she get with the nigga, now she cooking. And I'm talking about she cooking shit. Her mama can't even cook. Her mama be sitting there like, "What you making this?" Yeah, mama made that. Yeah, mama made this. I'm sitting there, shit. Come on, make me that, because your mama act like she can't cook sometimes. Man. I spend an hour, then an hour and 30 minutes just getting this shit out my motherfucking chest, bro. This shit pissed me the fuck off. That shit pissed me the fuck off. And just like I be saying, when I be breaking shit down, when I hear niggas talk, when I hear females talking shit like that, when I be talking about trauma, which is what this is, manipulation, which is what this is. And like I just said, that his daddy been on the run. I've been there, done that. My dad was a pimp. His dad was a dope boy. His daddy ducking the laws right now. My daddy was all type of shit. So I can empathize with him on that type of shit. My daddy wasn't in my life either. I can empathize with it. My stepdaddy was in. I had a stepdad. Now my stepdaddy didn't pass while he was married to my mom, but my stepdaddy wasn't a good role model for me or my brother. He wasn't a good role model. He wasn't a good father figure. Because he'll do shit for a little while. He had good nigga traits. He'll cook, he'll wash. He'll do shit like that around the house and shit like that, but he didn't want to pay no bills. And that's where him and my mama used to get into it the most. He didn't want to pay no bills. He'll work a job, but he want to blow it on alcohol and beer and drugs and records and movies and then other women and shit like that. And my mama was like, "Nigga, can you pay the light bill?" And he bit the bitching and moaning about paying the light bill. Then he'll quit his job. Then they get into it again, and then he leave the house. So he leave on his own, and she put his ass out. And then 2-3 months later, he back in the house, act like ain't shit happened. I'm like, well, shit. So I can empathize with him about stepdaddies. I'm glad my brother's still living. But as far as I know, all of them still alive. I'm glad the guys I called my brothers growing up still alive and still percolating and shit like that. So I don't know how it feels to lose a brother, but I lost in order. I lost my great grandmama, 99. Lost my mama, 03. I lost my grandmama in what, 04, 05? I lost my dad in 2010. I just lost an auntie and a cousin last year. And that's just family members. I ain't talking about partners that I done lost for bullshit. A chick I used to rap with, she died in a car crash. Other partners I know got hit and runs and got hit by straight bullets. Couple of kids that my son went to school with, my son played basketball with, end up getting deleted by straight bullets. So I understand all that shit too. So I can empathize with it. I can slick sympathize with him because at one point in time, my mom and stepdad were going through shit. She leaned on me to help her pay bills and shit like that. That's why I started working summer jobs to give her a couple of dollars on the bills. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. I know how that shit go. But the one thing was she never told me that if I didn't do it, I was less than. If I didn't help her, I was less than. If anything, she always told me is like, this is part of growing up. This is part of accountability. This is a part of responsibility. Is paying bills. Is getting off your motherfucking ass and going and get some motherfucking money so you can take care of not only your wants but your needs. You need a roof over your head. You need food in your refrigerator. You need clothes on your back, bro. You gotta go get it because ain't nobody gonna give it to you. You gotta go up, get up and go get that shit. Ain't nobody finna give you that shit, bro. That's why when I hear these comments saying I don't be understanding the whole, I understand now. But how I was raised, I didn't understand that shit because the women told us to go get money. They told us to go get money, and I be honest, we was all spoiled in our own little ways. I ain't gonna hold you. Motherfucker said I was spoiled because I used to have new shoes and new clothes every motherfucker week. I'm like, hey, it ain't my fault. I ain't making my mama buy me Tommy and Polo and Guess and Nautica and Bose. I ain't telling her to buy me that shit. I ain't telling her to do it. Now I might want it, but she ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta buy me the new pennies. You ain't gotta buy me the Charles Barkley, the Dion, the Ken Griffiths. You ain't gotta buy me none of this shit. You ain't gotta buy me none of that shit. But you're doing it anyway. You think I ain't gonna take it? So yeah, I was spoiled. It ain't my fault. I want a new PlayStation. I want a new Super Nintendo. I wanted this. I wanted that. You ain't have to buy it. Just because I wanted it, you bought it. Motherfucker, you say me and my brother spoiled out the motherfucker time. I'm like, nigga, I'm in the hood with you, bro. I'm ripping and running with you. I'm kicking in doors with you. I'm shoplifting with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting with you. I'm hustling with you. I'm out here with you. My mama just want me to look good. And to this day, women see me and my wife out there like, he's so spoiled, and I be mad about it. I'm like, what the fuck I'm doing that makes you think I'm spoiled? And my wife be like, well, nigga, you got a good woman. I know that. But just because my woman stay by my motherfucking side, she don't do nothing for me to pop off on people and shit like that, and she know how to be like all the shit y'all nigga be talking about. My wife do this shit. Now she be with her shit sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie. And that like my wife perfect. She far from perfect. She a 50-50 chick. One day she modern, one day she traditional. But women be like, you so spoiled. And I'm like, why? It ain't like I'm telling my wife to tie my shoe. When my shoe come untied, I not bend over and tie my shoe. I ain't telling my wife to feed me at a restaurant, even though she will dip in her plate and say, baby, you want something? I'm like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. I ain't telling that lady to go to the mall or to the stores and buy me clothes and watches and shit like that. I do that shit my goddamn self. She do it so often when I ask her to do it. And I don't ask her that many times. I don't lean on her to buy me no motherfucking weed or alcohol or no shit like that. I do that shit my damn self. But somehow, some way, I'm spoiled. I get catered to and all that good shit right there. And I'm like, hey, I do what I supposed to do as her husband. I do what I supposed to do as her man. I do what I supposed to do as the father of her kids. I do what I supposed to do. And in return, I get the good shit. In return, I get the good shit. Same way I teach my daughter, same way I teach my son, is like, shit, I do what I supposed to do. so I can get the good shit in return. I do what I'm supposed to do, so I can get the good shit in return. And it's crazy that me saying that, me going through all that, my whole little rant, my woo side moment, is that it's going into the topic that I have on the screen about persuasion. Because this shit works. And it's two forms. And if you put them both together, it's down to a can't fail, a can't miss. If you use these two persuasion tactics. And the one I just got to talking about is the science of reciprocity, the law of reciprocity, which I always talking about. I'm gonna give in order to get. Because I remember when I got my first full-time job at 16, I was working at Shoney's as a waiter. You know what I'm saying? I just got through doing summer jobs and yes. Hello.
What it do?
Oh, you get the phone on charge in there?
I'm charging it while I'm sitting here waiting on my pizza.
On your pizza or people?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza you get?
A pepperoni pizza. Cause I quit this job today, so I'm bringing my client pizza.
Man, how many jobs you got in there?
Right now, only 2. Well, right now at this moment, 3, but I haven't started the other one yet. But I'm quitting this one today, so it'll just be 2.
Oh, okay.
So I will work every night.
So when you gonna start back streaming?
My computer comes today, so I'm fit to do the food watching McLean. I'm fit to get back on my shit. So y'all just gonna see content all over the place for no reason at all. I gotta get back. I gotta get my mojo back because it's been a while. But my computer show up today, so I'm gonna do it. Well, I gotta go to sleep because I gotta work tonight. But if I don't stream about it tonight, I'll stream about it tomorrow. Show y'all my little state of the art computer because I spent $4,000 on a laptop.
Whoa, wait, hold on. You got all the bells and whistles to this motherfucker, didn't you?
Oh hell yeah, because I be gaming and everything. So I got me a gaming computer.
Man, them gaming computers high as a bitch.
Huh?
Them gaming computers high as a bitch.
They are high, but they stream very well, and I need it for my streams and everything that I be doing. Yeah, I need my stuff to look good. I need it to look good. Especially because I got all the haters.
What's
I
going
got
on? Your boy in the
I got
chat.
about 1 million haters around this bitch. I'm finna make them mad. Okay, if they thought they was mad before, wait, watch me. I'm finna do the food watching me clown. Okay, baby, look, I ain't doing all this working for nothing. I got goals and missions. Okay. Oh, they thought they was mad before. I wasn't even doing shit. I was just living my little life. Now I'm on a mission.
I feel you. What's up,
If
Schmitty? What's
you,
going on?
if they thought they was mad before, just wait. Just wait.
I'm here for it. I'm here for the fuckery. I'm here
Me
for it.
too. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Don't play with me. Play with your mama.
Hey. Anyway, what you think about the law of reciprocity?
I think that ain't no think. I know. Reciprocity is the law of Mayat.
A law
And
of
if you're
who?
not Mayat,
Okay.
the
I'm
goddess
listening.
of balance and justice.
Right.
And if you're not gonna reciprocate, see, this is the thing that people don't understand. When people are not being reciprocal to you and you allow them to do that, you allow them to keep in that energy, You set yourself up for punishment. So you getting it double time while they just gonna get a little karma. You know what I'm saying? Once you
Yeah,
know that shit ain't being reciprocated, it's time to move the fuck around.
yeah.
That's how I be doing these content creators. They be like, I ain't seen Queen because you got me fucked up. Fuck I look like. You think I'm supposed to be sitting in your shit and you can't sit in mine? Nah, we ain't doing that.
I feel you. I feel you because that's another reason I said this shit. Made this topic too was that I can sit in your shit, but you ain't coming to my shit. I feel you on that one. You know what I'm saying? I can sit in your shit. I can comment in your shit, but you don't come to my shit. Now I ain't the motherfucker that's just finna be like, oh fuck these niggas. Like, nah, I just recognize what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
Nah, I
hey,
be like, fuck you. I'm not coming.
what you say?
You
You
know what's
just
so? Let me tell you what's so cold blooded about the shit. Right?
I'm listening.
What's so cold about the shit is if I don't show up, they'll come and be like, where you been? Fuck you mean where I been? Where the fuck you been? What is we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Or I drop the link and you don't come up, bitch. What? I'm too supportive around these hoes to not get the support back. Back, please. I drop your ass like a hop and say, I done watched. Look, look. This was so fucked up. I have watched me connect my channel to other folks' channels and watch their numbers skyrocket. Just pew, number go pew,
Well, so they took off like a rocket.
pew. Just look at this shit. Now they want to sleep on me because, like, if you come to my show, you might not see nothing about maybe 4 or 5 people in the chat, maybe. So they be sleep. I'm shit, niggas. Understand this. People watch my community wall to see where the fuck I'm at, so they can go places.
Yeah.
So look, that's why I be telling them. I'm like, I ain't got to go cloud chase off now. I'm the clouds. Understand? I am the clouds. If you don't believe me, let me connect my shit to yours and watch all these random motherfuckers you probably wish would drop down in your chat at some point. Show up in shit. They'll show up in somebody else's shit, or they show up in mine. But you got here because of my channel. Fuck you talking
Right.
about? But
Right.
I can't get no respect, rap. Please, I'ma come. I'ma look. I'ma watch.
Cause I told you before, it's like when you were taking them goddamn showers, I don't want to watch this shit. I am not gonna watch Queen take no motherfucking shower.
But you don't be
Now,
watching me. You don't be watching me take no shower. I
nah,
be talking.
yeah, you
That's the
be
thing.
talking,
I
but
be
it just,
talking.
but
I
it
have
be
a little
just,
avatar up there.
yeah, cause it be just a simple fact. It's like anything happen at any given time.
Ain't shit gonna happen. The camera is off.
I feel you, I feel you, but when you don't watch Final Destination as many times I had,
Oh
she
Lord.
she gets to.
I heard the new one is boo boo.
Yeah, my daughter said that it is. I wanted to go see it, but I was like, I wait till it
I
come
almost
out.
got excited. I said Bloodline, really? But then everybody said it was trash.
Yeah. Eh. But anything can happen, and one slip of the finger, and then next thing I know, I see titties everywhere, and I'm like, part of me want to look because I'm a nigga, then part of me don't want to look because you my partner, and all but instead of
No, it
me,
ain't like that. One,
I
the reason why it gives particular idea to the mind because these motherfuckers degenerates, okay? But
right.
it's really ASMR is all it is.
What the fuck ASMR stand for anyway?
I used to know that. Let me
I
find
thought
out.
I did. I thought I did, but I be like, man, I don't be knowing shit. I'm still a caveman to some of this shit. I got to take this whole weekend now just to learn how to work Canva right, so I can make better thumbnails and shit like that.
What kind of thumbnail you uh autonomous sensory meridian response.
I have no idea what none of this shit mean.
So it's a sensory thing. It's a sensory. So like the reason why I started doing it is because like what was I doing? I think I was cleaning my shower one day
Yeah.
and I was talking and they was like, "Oh, that water in the background is so relaxing." And I was like, "Y'all
Right.
really like that?" And they was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Shit." I was trying to get monetized at the time too. I was
So
like,
it's more like I got YouTube TV, right?
"Yeah,
And they got a channel just Zen.
yeah, it's like that." Or
Okay.
like sometimes you will see people they do stuff like they'll take some Skittles or some M&Ms and pour it into a glass bowl,
Yeah.
or have a bowl of wrapped candies and just smash them around.
Oh, okay. Because I be watching some of this shit on TikTok. Like I be watching the motherfucker roll the bottles down the stairs and be doing the compact or whatever, be putting shit in the compact and crushing that shit up. And
Yeah,
like for some strange reason, I be sitting there watching that shit over and over again. I'm like, why the fuck am I watching the motherfucker roll bottles down the stairs just so they can bust?
it's a sensory thing. So some people do it for the sound. Some people like to watch people eat. Like it's people that like get like lollipops and bite them, and they have it all up in the microphone, or get chips. Yeah.
And you know what? Matter of fact, my son girlfriend was over here, I think yesterday when she did this shit. She was on TikTok watching people eat ice. And he was nerve wracking him. He like, man, that's all I'm hearing, the motherfucker crunching, eating ice and shit like that. And I'm like, well, hey, shit, it is what it is. So that's what that is, ASMR. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good. Somebody was calling me.
Okay. So that what ASMR is. All right. Maybe I need to start doing that shit. Maybe I just need to make videos of me rolling blunts.
Do it.
Man, I can't put this
I
shit
mean,
on YouTube.
what you talking about? It's a whole cannabis community. You need me to hook you up?
Shit. Hey, I mean, shit. I found me a little cannabis community on TikTok.
Yeah, they got them. They got them on YouTube too.
Yeah, them niggas they stay talking about, man, how much they getting charged for pounds and shit like that. Talking about the plugs and shit like that. Shit, bro. I feel
But the
you on
ones
both sides.
on YouTube, they grow it.
Nah, I ain't got that far. I done had a couple of my niggas tell me they start growing this shit. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for all this type of shit, bro. I
Yeah, they
rather
be
smoke.
growing, and then they have smoke sessions, and I be watching them sometimes. But they weird.
That matter of
Yeah,
fact, we going over my son girlfriend house later on tonight for a smoke session. Yep, her mom and daddy and me and my wife. My wife don't smoke, but we going over there. She might drink a little wine or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna be over there smoking with her folks and shit like that. Yeah. So
hold
anyway,
on.
back to the um,
Okay, go ahead.
so like I was saying, I'm talking about persuasion. So in the law of
Oh,
reciprocity.
now you on topic.
Yeah, I had to get this shit out of my system.
Oh boy, did you read the chat?
Who?
Oh, I seen Smitty.
Yeah, that's all Smith. That's it. What's up? I don't know if he's still in here or not.
I seen Corey.
I ain't see Corey, you know.
Yeah, Corey in here.
I
Well,
was
at least he was.
that's what I'm saying. Is like, you know, like I tell people, like, man, when I get in my zone, I don't see shit. I be mad.
You know how long I was sitting up there cutting your ass out in the
I
chat. I could
believe
cut
it.
you out.
I Queen, you know, like I Queen, I
I
believe it.
started to. I said, "Hey, why I'm gonna cut him out? I already know he gonna see this when he get ready to see it." Like I'm down here. Hey, you
I
chill out. Hey,
cause
look
like
at me.
cause
Look
it's
at
like
me.
it caught me off guard because I wasn't. It caught me off guard because I get myself motivated for this. And then I hear that, and that's my baby. And I know she grown, but at the same time, that's still my baby, and I know what she
Like I
going
put the
through.
pause on you, player.
Huh?
I put the pause on you, player.
Yeah. So it's like I know what he is, and I know it's like he ain't no fuck
I
boy.
mean, but I feel like it's a conversation that probably should have been brought to you two, especially as a father of a daughter, because you know these niggas ain't got no respect for women at all on this side of the fucking YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, as a father of a daughter that's experiencing some of this wild ass shit they be talking about, it's a part of the conversation that needs to be heard.
Yeah, and that Queen, and me and you had these conversations online, offline. It's like me. It's like I ain't got. I'm like you. I ain't got time to bullshit with you motherfuckers.
Right.
I ain't got time to bullshit with you motherfuckers. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you motherfuckers. Niggas be with your shit, females be with your shit. And it is what it is. That's just how I look at shit. Now, depending on the situation, either you with your shit and she ain't, or she with your shit and you ain't, whatever the case may be. It's reality.
Yeah.
And I know, like I said, I know how I raise my kids. And I know how they use in their relationships. Like I know my daughter, I know my son is like if they committed to y'all, they like y'all. Because I
Yeah.
already know they don't have a problem cutting y'all off. They get that from me and their mama. We like shit, fuck you. I ain't gotta be around your motherfucking ass. That's just like my son and his baby mama, his girlfriend. She be talking stupid. He look at her like, look, I take care of my son. I ain't gotta take care of you. And she be like, what, you ain't gonna like? He like, no. He said, I ain't gotta take care of you. I take care of my baby. I ain't gotta take care of you. Like you be with your shit. I cut your ass off. I take care of my responsibility though. So and that why I be like, just off the simple, I got both of them. And when I hear men and women be talking about niggas ain't shit, females ain't shit, I'm like, bruh, I got both of them in my house. And I know my kids ain't. I know both of my kids. They ain't there one of them. Both of them great. Both of them with the shit. I know my kids. So therefore, if I know my son and my daughter, I know y'all niggas be with the shit. I know these females be with the shit. I know my wife be with the shit. You know what I'm saying? I be knowing, but like I said, y'all don't want to listen to a real nigga tell y'all the truth. Y'all want to listen to bullshit.
No, they don't want to. They don't want to hear no truth. That's the last thing they want to hear.
And that be crazy. You don't want to hear the truth, but you always looking for the truth. And then when the truth, like, and that's the other part of the persuasion is like, nigga, I got results.
They don't be looking for no truth. They be trying to trauma bond.
My trauma don't go where y'all trauma go. Like I got my heart broken by a female when I was 20 years old. I just got to talking about how my wife was playing with me when we moved out to where we at now. How she was playing with me, talking about she didn't want to be my wife no more. She just want to be my baby mom and shit like that. That shit bothered a nigga. Like it had me shook. I ain't gonna hold you. It had me shook. But I had to bounce back from that shit. I'm like, you want to play them type of game with a nigga like me? We're going to play them type of game. And I promise you, I'll play them games a whole lot better than you do. And when I start playing back, motherfucker like, nah, you don't play fair. I know I don't play fair. I know I don't play fair. But I'm going to play the game with your motherfucking ass. Like, I don't play fair. I'm going to crash out. I don't play fair. I don't play fair.
All's fair in love and war.
All fair in love and war. And I love the shit out of you, but I will cut your motherfucking throat. Shit. But again, the whole reciprocity shit, like, why motherfuckers think they can just do. Like I said, I give, and then you don't want to give back. And then when I call you out on this shit, I'm wrong for calling you out on your bullshit. Why do people do this shit?
Why do people do what?
So just like you were saying, like I like to give. I ain't gonna hold you. I like to give. I like to make sure my people straight, and I don't need the kudos. I don't need the slap on the backs. I don't need all that type of shit. I just do because I see some fucked up shit, and I do my best to try to help somebody get out their fucked up situation.
Yeah.
Now, when I be in a fucked up situation, and motherfucker know I be in a fucked up situation, ain't nobody to be found. You feel what I'm saying? And then when I call motherfuckers out on their bullshit, I'm wrong for calling them out on their bullshit. Why is that? Why do you be labeled the bad guy when you call people out on their bullshit?
Cause don't nobody like to be called that.
Is that what this shit boiled down to? You don't like to be called that?
Who like to be told they out of line? Don't nobody like that.
But you got the nerve and the audacity to tell somebody else they out of line.
Oh yeah, cause I can do it to everybody else. They just can't do it to me.
That's not how life works. That's not how life works. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Bunch of bullshit.
You wasn't up here yesterday, man. ChatGPT had a new feature that described me to a motherfucker T yesterday.
I was trying to get up here. Your ass was again not paying attention to the chat. I was like, this nigga, I don't got that much time. And I waited as long as I could. Said, fuck it. I'm out.
Cause I know you be working. That's why I don't be
But I wasn't working. I was like, yo, punk ass don't pay attention to the chat. I started to just send you a text message because I know you get that shit. I was like, I don't want to interrupt his flow.
Yeah, the phone, right? You could have texted, like, if you would have texted me, then I was okay, let me go and drop a link Queen. That probably be your business. I know it's only so many people on YouTube that got my number. You one of them. So if you just text me, I look at it, I see the text, and I drop it there, you know what I'm saying? But it's only so many people that got my line. I don't get my number out there.
Yeah, no, and I don't advise you give it to these motherfuckers on YouTube because these people is crazy players. These people is that shit fucking crazy. Do you hear me? I gave my number to bitch. Hell no. Don't do that shit no more. These motherfuckers nuts. And you don't know how crazy you is until you get them on your line.
Nah. It's only so many people I can talk to offline that can get up with me. I don't want everybody to get up with me because, like you said, some of you motherfuckers crazy. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. No. But shit, I'm damn if in the car. This shit a rap anyway, man. Like I said, that shit threw me all off. I'm trying to
get your ass together. You talking about reciprocity and shit. I love talking about balancing scales. Goddamn it.
I'm just saying, it's like, all right. Let's go a little bit deeper.
Let's go deeper.
Now, when we talking about the men and the women and the relationships and shit like that, is it a reciprocity thing on both sides?
It should be.
So,
like, even though I think that the sole purpose of a man is to serve a woman, she still has to be giving him something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what I'm about to say is like, because I'm like you and how I was raised is like, I'm the man. I'm supposed to take care of the woman. Even though I've been on some 50-50 shit my whole life, I don't be getting the fuck. Like, you gonna pay some of these goddamn bills too. Fuck all that shit. But to each his own. I still believe I gotta get up and go get some money to take care of my house, take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? Hold up.
Bless you.
Oh shit. Man. So anyway, I think a lot of guys they wanna spend their money on women. You feel what I'm saying? I think that they want to for sure guarantee they're gonna get something out of spending their money. Like, as soon as they spend some money, they got to get something in return. And then on the other side, the women, y'all want to be with niggas
We want to be with who?
Y'all want to be with me,
Yeah, we do.
but
Not no broke ass man.
and that what I about to say is he got to have something going on. You know what
Your
I'm
daughter having them problems because your son-in-law broke.
saying? It seemed like that.
I'm telling you, because if he had the money, he would just give his mama that money and it wouldn't be shit. But because he don't have the money, that's why it's causing a problem. There is
Cause,
still the underlying issue of you feel like your mama is your responsibility.
cause
Like that motherfucker ain't your responsibility till her legs and her hands don't work no goddamn more. And she start pissing on herself. That's when she your responsibility. Right now she not your responsibility.
when she said $65, I'm like $65. That's what we tripping off for $65.
At 26, hell yeah. At 26, they is barely making it.
But like I told my daughter, now this is where I told my daughter when they moved to Charlotte, the spot they got it has a motherfucker. It got a lot of amenities and shit like that, but it has a
All of the
big.
other reason why she shouldn't have quit her job.
I
And
mean,
see, this the conversation you gonna have to have with her.
I didn't have these
If
conversations. I didn't have
if
them
she
conversations with her.
no, if she wants to live a certain way, then she needs to pay for it. Now she shouldn't force that man to pay for something that he can't provide for. If he can provide, I'm gonna say it like this: if she wants to live in a 5-bedroom house and all he can provide is a 2-bedroom apartment, then she needs to make up the difference if that's
Now,
what she wants to live in.
now this is the thing. When she was working
Hmm.
and they moved in that spot, she was paying the rent. So it was never an issue with money when she was working. Cause she was always making more money than him until she quit working.
See,
But
that's
she
the
was
problem.
okay. Now this is what I was telling her is like when she first moved over there. I said, "All right, you got your little job, you making little money and shit like that, but now you wanna go get the highest apartment you can get in Charlotte. You want to do this, you want to do that. Now, mind you, and I told her like you got student loans." And I told her when she got out of school, I said, first thing you need to do, start paying on these student loans before you do anything else. Well, Dad, I'm young and turned. I want to do that. I said, all right, cool. Like I can only tell you, I can't make you do it. I can only tell you what you need to do. Now you do it, that's on you. If you don't do it, that's on you. So when she got her job, they was staying in South Carolina in an Airbnb because the apartments they were staying in South Carolina got fucked up and they had to move. They moved to Airbnb for a little while. The Airbnb, it was weirded out over there, so they were like, "Fuck it, let's go to Charlotte." So they went to Charlotte. They didn't have no financial problems. Like the whole time they been there, she would take care of the rent and they would take care of business. Woo. When she came up pregnant, she was still working. So when she finally said, "Well, me and him talked," he said I can go and quit because he was gonna work and do this, that, and the third to take care of all the bills. You hear
That's
me?
what she fucked up at. What she should have done is allow him to pay that rent before she quit to see if he could handle that shit.
And I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But like I said, there wasn't no real financial issue. They wasn't calling the house. They wasn't calling me. And they wasn't calling her mom. She wasn't doing all that type of shit. She wasn't calling. They weren't calling his folks. None of that type of shit. They were handling shit. All right, cool. Now, like I said, and this ain't like I said, this ain't the first time that his mama became a problem between them two and money because his mama have always done this shit since they been together. It's like if he get too deep with my daughter, she'll start pulling cards to make like you gotta take care of me. Fuck your girlfriend. And he be slick want to co-sign with his mama. But at the same time, he know how my daughter is. He don't want to let my daughter go either. Because in his eye, my daughter is a good woman. You know what I'm saying?
Co-sign
But
with his mom about what?
he like his mama be slick on his ass, and then they're putting him in the trick bag to where you either pick me or pick your girlfriend.
Yeah, he gonna have to cut them motherfucking apron strings.
And that what I be saying is like, yeah, you gonna have to go because like I told her several times, I'm like, that'd be a problem. Is that she put him in there in the middle of picking. You know what I'm saying? And if he pick her, she like you said, she'll be mad, but she'll get over it because this ain't the first time this shit didn't happen.
Let me tell you something. You better talk to him if you want them. If you want to see them together, because you feel like they can go the distance, you better talk to him because his mama keep doing shit like that to break them up.
And I told my daughter that shit too. It's like is she gonna keep trying till he gonna keep trying until y'all break up and shit like that. And then when they break up, then it'll
She gonna
be
give
well, why? Huh?
she gonna give him her ass to kiss, and she ain't gonna not give him her ass to kiss when she wants something. So the
Yeah,
abuse they giving him now, she gonna do nothing but amplify it.
yeah. And I'm
You
like
don't
I
need to
when I
tell your daughter. You need to tell him because he's the
yeah,
only one that can do so.
because there's only so much I could tell her
Because that's
on
what
our end.
I had to tell my husband. I was like, yo, your mom gonna keep doing this bullshit, and I'm not with the shit. Okay, you had it, motherfucker.
Oh, I mean, yeah, because like a lot of times in my marriage, it's like shit, I done had to cuss my mother-in-law out, I done had to cuss sister-in-laws out, I done to cuss her grandma out for playing with me. I had to go outside the house one time. Her grandma was talking shit. I went outside. She come outside behind me. What's wrong? I said, hey, get your grandma before I cuss her ass out. I said, I ain't trying to disrespect your grandma in her house, but at the same time, your grandma gonna quit playing with me too.
Yeah.
And she was like, she just be joking. I don't play them type of games. Cause if I get the cracking on her head, y'all gonna be mad.
Yep.
So I already
This young man need to understand that he gonna have to assert some boundaries. He gonna have to decide what's more important. It is important for you to have somebody to spend your life with, or do you want to be crawling behind your mama ass until she take her dirt down? You better make a pimp decision.
I'm trying that, and that's why I be like, that's why I'm like,
And then just let him know he ain't gonna be the first person to go through that shit.
yeah, that part too. It's like nigga, a lot of niggas go through that shit. And they end up getting fucked up because of their mama.
Men and women. I told you I was
Yeah.
24 years old before I realized I ain't have to let that lady call my house and cuss me out.
Oh shit, my
Like,
wife and
what
my
is you
wife and her
calling
mama
me
go through
cussing
that
me
shit.
out for? Like, what could you possibly be calling me and cussing me out for? You
Man,
don't pay none of my bills. I don't live in your house. What could you possibly be calling me? And why am my stupid ass sitting on the phone, copy please and trying to explain and asking why and what's wrong? What the fuck am I doing this for?
I'm trying to tell you, cause my wife and her mama go through this shit. That shit be crazy as hell. Cause like I told my mom-in-law one time, cause she came over here, she with the shit, talking shit, and I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my house. This is my daughter's house. I said, this is my house. This is my house. You know, this is my daughter's house. I was like, all right, I bet you know, talking about this is my daughter's house. And then she talking about my car, like that's my daughter's car. I said, no, that's my car. I said, my name on that motherfucking car. My name on this motherfucking house. This is my shit. You keep talking shit. And she be talking shit. I was like, you know what? I told her, I said, baby, you only claim her your daughter when you want something from her. I said, any other time you don't know nothing about her. You'll tell a motherfucker that's your sister, not your daughter.
Yeah,
But
that's great.
when I told her that shit, she got to looking at me. She get to looking at my wife. I said, what? You think I'm lying on you? You think I'm lying on you? Or the time me and her got into it going to Jason's Deli, she called herself trying to check me and roast me and all that type of shit. I was like, Shawty, you got 7 kids by 6 niggas. What type of shit? I said you try to talk shit to me about how I need to act as a man. I said you got 7 kids by 6 niggas and ain't none one of them niggas fucking with you now.
Tragic.
And get mad and gonna call her older son on me.
Fatality.
That nigga text me. He texted me. I looked at my phone. He said, I heard you talk crazy to my mom. I said, bro, you know how your mom is. I ain't gotta say shit else. I ain't been arguing with you, bro, when you already know your mama be with your shit. Now you can sit up there and crash out if you want to. I got the same amount of pistols you got.
Let's go.
That's what I be like, hey. I like, hey, she that's your mama. She treats y'all like little boys. I'm a grown ass man. She got me fucked up just because she my mama-in-law. Hey, she got me fucked up. I fuck with you. But at the same motherfucking time, your ass don't run shit over here. And I tell my wife, like her sister they stayed with us at one point in time. Her sister want to run my motherfucking house. I told her, hey, we run shit a certain motherfucking way over here. She want to bark at me. And then here go my wife trying to. I said, you know what? I tell you what, all you motherfucking had this motherfucking alley. I said, now tell me this. Do you want to lay next to your sister at night? You want to lay next to this dick at night? You make your decision.
Oh, wow.
Since you want to ride with your sister, your mama all the motherfucking time, I say, all right, tell your mama your sister to fuck you. I run shit I run shit a certain motherfucking way over here and don't play with me. Cause like I say, I love you. I'm not a dictator. I'm not a tyrant. I'm not the evil motherfucker, but I will get evil when you get to playing with me. Like my life ain't real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to tell my wife that because she was putting the vibe between her. She did the same shit with my son. Cause like she wanted to, put him in the middle between her and his girlfriend. I had told her about this shit. I told her about this shit. I said, all right. I said he ain't mad at me. Me and him have plenty of conversations. I tell him how I feel about the situation. I fuck with his girlfriend. I like the girl. She little batshit crazy, but I like the girl. I said, you on the other hand, you try to make him decide between you and his baby mama. And I'm like, you don't want him to do that because I told him. I told her, I said, baby, I said, look here. I told him, I said, look out. If push come to shove, pick your girlfriend.
You gonna lose, man.
I told her, I said, push come to shove, pick your girlfriend. She'll be out, your mama be all right. And when I told my wife that shit, she like, you really told her? I said, yeah. Because that's your doing. You doing that shit. I said, his girlfriend ain't doing them trying to be nice to you. Yeah, they fucked around and got pregnant. I said, yeah, that was crazy and shit like that. I said, I got over it. It is what it is. I said, you still harboring hard feelings to the girl. I'm like, but at the same time, you got to think about it. Your son fucked her raw. Your son put his dick in there raw. Hey, he had a condom. He didn't want to put the motherfucker on. I said, you got to blame her just like you blame him. I said, he just as reckless. But you want to put all the blame on her talking about she fast and ass and shit like that. I said, you know what? When you fucking at 17, she got quiet. I'm like, oh, okay. So I can't tell them that you were fucking at 17, right? You want to be Miss Goody Good. You want to be Miss Goody Two Shoes around like you ain't never did nothing, like you just started doing shit when you ask, hey, all right. Now, if I tell them everything I know about your motherfucking ass, you're going to feel some type of way because I know your ass, what you were doing when you was a teenager. You don't want me telling what you were doing as a teenager because you want to be the good parent.
You play too much.
What you mean I play too much?
You snitching. Niggas get stitches.
I ain't snitching. I just be balanced. I be like, look, my thing is this right here. I can't tell you something without knowing my goddamn self what the fuck I'm talking about. I
Right.
can't when they came up pregnant, I was mad at the motherfucker. But I
Right.
told both of them, I'm like, at 17, guess what I was doing? I was fucking too. You know how many times I had smashed without the rubber? Several times. I had the rub in my water, then put the motherfucker on. I know what I was doing. I just didn't get nobody pregnant at 17. I said, I ain't innocent either. I said, yeah, I fucked around and found out. I said, it happens. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit up there and get on their ass about being reckless without me telling them I was reckless too. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's the same way I be talking to, telling my wife and everybody else, like, I can't tell a motherfucker that they reckless without them knowing I was reckless too. I was with the shit too. Just like when I sit up and talk about relationships, shit like that, like, bro, yeah, I got the results I wanted. At the same time, I was a fucking asshole too. I know what I was doing. I know how wrong I was, and I know that shit don't look good. When you got a good woman in your motherfucking corner and dealing with your motherfucking bullshit at the same motherfucking time, like, how long she gonna stay? I can keep on doing the bullshit, or I can change my fucking it. So when I tell niggas, they like, bro, she a good woman. If she a good woman, why the fuck you still playing around with her? I almost lost mine playing around with her.
Yep.
That lady ain't been nothing but good to me, and I want to be an asshole just because I'm still attracted to other women and shit like that. I'm still doing all the little dumbass shit like that and letting my ego run shit here and there and everywhere else. And then when I get caught up doing some dumbass shit, I want to apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. It ain't gonna happen again. And as soon as she forgive me, I go right back to doing that shit. I played that role before. I know how that shit look. And when I hear motherfucker talking and talking about what a motherfucker need to do, if a nigga this and nigga that, woo, it's like, bro, you literally want a good woman to accept the fact that you fuck other bitches. And she can't say nothing. She can't say nothing. And she got to be quiet. She just got to be quiet and accept this shit because I'm a quote unquote high value nigga. I can pay all the bills. I can do this, that, and the third. I might be attracted to other women. So you just have to deal with the fact I might fuck off every now and then. Just deal with it. And I'm like, bro, that shit sound good until she don't want to deal with it no more. And then you want to say, oh, she wasn't a ride or die. She wasn't down for the cause and shit like that. But like, bro, how many times you gonna fuck around in her face and expect it later to deal with this shit? This shit ain't cool. Now, if you just want to be a player, you don't want to be tied down and shit, then go for what you know. I have no problem. Shit, jump from pussy to pussy to pussy. Do that shit. I did it. Not a problem. But when you sit up here talking about I want a good woman, but she got to accept the fact that I might fuck off from time to time. Like, they ain't got to accept that shit. You want them to accept that shit. They ain't got to accept that shit. And you get mad when they say, nah, I ain't got to deal with it. But you know, I got the money, I got the height, I got this, got that. I'm other women gonna find me attractive. Yeah. That don't mean you got to go fuck them. I learned my lesson. That's why I'm able to tell you, motherfuckers, you ain't got to do it. You ain't got to do it. But you want to do it. And then get mad when you can't do it. Don't make no lot of sense to me. So. But yeah, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to have the man with him. I'm going to talk to him and tell his ass, hey, bro, look, you finna be a father and a husband. That shit ain't easy. It's life. You gotta deal with this shit best way possible. Queen, you still there? I don't know. I guess she there. I don't know. She'll come back. Oh. Y'all had to excuse me. My nose been running. It's hot in the motherfucking house. My wife been tripping because me and my son been having the earth down to 60 every time she come home. Like a fucking igloo in here. So I'm trying to be nice and keep the air from going down below 70, but it's 90-something degrees in my city. and I'm finna cut this motherfucker on in a minute. I be damn, I'm gonna be uncomfortable in my motherfucking house. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, the law of reciprocity and social proof. Them the two best ways of persuasion. So, like I was saying before, Queen that popped back up here. Yeah. When it comes to the law of reciprocity, and I remember like I was working at Shoney's. I remember as soon as I used to be at work from 4 to 10, I used to pop up in that junk and I would get a hostess a couple of dollars and I tell her, look, if there's a group of women with some little young girls up in there, put them in my section. You know, on a slow night. Like if we were busy, you know, it is what it is. I can't, you know, throw my weight around when we busy. Like, hey, you got good these folks in because we packed, spend on a Friday or Saturday night. So during the week, I'll get the hostess a couple of dollars. And I like, look, just put if it's a bunch of women with some young girls in that group, put them in my section, I'll take care of them. So they, you know, she follows instructions. I give her a couple of dollars. That's reciprocity. That by itself is reciprocity. Just by me giving up a couple of dollars to get something I want in return, that's reciprocity. Now, she could have took my money and not did the shit. But that's the game you play in reciprocity. I'm giving up something just so I can get something later on. Now, if I gave you my money and you ain't do what I asked you to do, I'm going to feel some type of way. Excuse me. But at the same time, that's how we is in a lot of things we do, both personal and personal and professional. We do that type of shit. So I would give her a couple dollars, and you know, with a group of women, with a sister, daughter, cousin, niece, whatever the case may be, come in. She'll sit them in my section, and I do my whole little spiel. Welcome to Shoney's. Hi, my name Big Dog. Woo, 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 woo. These are special we got for the day. Yeah. You know, get their drinks, get their meals and shit like that. So when it's time to give them the bill, I come around with the bill and like, okay, nice serving y'all, woo, all the whole little script, whatever the case may be. And I get to flirting with the little girl. Like they were around, I was 16, so they had them like 14, 15, 16, 17, somewhere around. They was my age, in my age group. High school. I get to talking my shit. And we'll just talk shit, just hold conversation before they go. And I'm like, you know what? I fuck with you. I give you one of these hot fudge cakes. You know what I'm saying? I put it on the house. I put it on my tab. Now, to a lot of individuals, they're like, oh, you simping out for the females at a young age. Oh, no. No. It wasn't simping out for the females. I was a waiter. I'm making $2.15 an hour. I have to survive off these tips. Because at that point in time, I think minimum wage was $4.25. I'm making $2.15 at 16. I have to make tips to even out these $2.15 an hour I'm making in, you know, hourly. So I would sit there talking my shit to the little girl that's in the booth at the table, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna give you one of these hot fudge cakes. And I just say it's your birthday. Because policy was if it's a birthday, give them a hot fudge cake. So I was like, all right, I'll give them that 3 cakes a night on some real shit. So I go back there and make the cake, cut the motherfucker open, put the ice cream in the middle, put the shit back together, put the chocolate sauce and the whipped cream and the cherry on that motherfucker. Hold up. And I bring it back to the table with the bill. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, look, it's on the house. I probably took the drinks off and shit like that. So when I see the party get up from the table, and they go to the register and pay their bill and shit like that and gone, I go to the table and I see a fat tip. Now at 16, working at Shoney's, I would bring home $40, $50, $60 a night, depending on how busy we was. And the busiest night for me was when Elvis week, when folks coming in see Elvis for his birthday, Elvis week or whatever. Now the worst times were when Kojic would pop up. Kojic didn't want to get nigga shit. It's funny that Church of God in Christ don't want to pay a nigga nothing, and I'm slow. I'm humping, trying to make sure y'all shit, everything y'all want, and y'all don't give me a tip. But then these motherfuckers come to see every Presley, go to Graceland and shit like that. These motherfuckers dropping it off. But anyway, so they go pay their ticket. They walk out. I go to the table and I see a fat tip. That was the law of reciprocity. I had to make the gamble in order to get what I wanted. I had to give up something to get what I wanted in return. I gave up a dessert in order to get more money in a tip. And more times than not, it worked. More times than not, me giving up this cake. Now, I could have been fired for stealing or whatever the case may be. It's just that my managers were with the shit too. So they overlooked this shit at that point in time. But yeah, I literally gave away product in order to give more money in tips. And it worked more time than not. My son just texted me his girlfriend mother is sick. So it'll be Sunday when I go over there, me and my wife. Yeah. So anyway. But like I was saying, that's the law of reciprocity. I have to give up something to get something in return. I have to give up something to get something in return. Now, I'm also taking the gamble by me giving up something to get something in return because it's not no guarantee I'm going to get what I want, even if I give up something. That depends on what it is. And like I was saying about relationships. I was saying about relationships on both sides of the aisle. The men want to give up. Want to. I hear it all the time that they want to give up money, their resource. They want to do it, but the reason they don't do it is because there's no guarantee that they're gonna get what they want in return. And they can sit here and talk about how bad the women is and yah this and yah that, and it cool. And like some of this shit be fair. Like I say a lot of times, some of the conversation be true. They be right. But at the same time, it's like, bro, in order for you to get what you want, you have to give up something. When you sit here and say you don't want to pay for no date, but you want her to be submissive, you want her to follow your lead and shit like that, but you don't want to take her out on a dinner date. You don't want to take her out on a dinner date, but you want her to give up that good Gog 3000. But you don't want to take her on no dinner date. And you getting mad and you start comparing, saying, oh, the nigga that you were with before me didn't have to do all this type of shit, so why do I have to do it? You don't know what the nigga before her did, before you did. You don't know that. You just feel like cause she wants you to take her to this nice restaurant that the nigga before you didn't have to do that shit. And chances are she don't want you to spend $400-500 at this restaurant. But because you go off of what you see on social media, what you see on TikTok and Instagram and shit like that, you feel like that all women saying, I have to go here. Just like when they were talking about the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, I'm too good for the Cheesecake Factory. I'm too good to go to chain restaurants and shit like that. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because if you hungry, you're gonna go wherever that motherfucking car take you. If you hungry. If you telling me that you want to go to certain places, you're not hungry, you picky. You're not hungry, you picky. And chances are you want to take pictures so you can post on social media. You're not really hungry. You picky. But again, you have to give up something to get what you want in return. You have to give up something, and in most cases, it's take them somewhere, buy them something, do something resourceful. Spend a couple of dollars. Now, by all means, put yourself on a spending limit, on a budget, or whatever the case may be. I ain't gonna tell you niggas to go stupid, dumb, and just blow the bag on the first day. No. I'm not gonna tell you to do that dumb ass shit, but I will tell you to spend a couple of dollars. I will tell you make an initial investment. You know what I'm saying? I will tell you that shit. If you're trying to get what you want, whether it's just trying to get the one night stand or you're trying to get the long-term relationship, you gotta spend something. When my nigga be talking about, man, I just bought the whole McDonald's, I don't spend no money, like, you ain't had to buy a McDonald's. You ain't had to buy her McDonald's, you ain't had to go buy her no weed, you ain't had to go do this, you ain't had to go do that, because you still spending money. And to each his own is how they hurt your pockets. Because I done say it on several occasions, like, shit, I'll take a motherfucker to Five Guys, and a lot of motherfuckers run from Five Guys saying it too high. I say, me, I know what it look like to spend for 3 people, what to spend for 4 people. And I'm spending for 2. I'm already knowing how much I'm spending on 2. I know a small order of fries gonna feed both of us. I know you're gonna get what you want on your burger, and chances are she ain't gonna get a double patty. She ain't gonna get the regular burger with all the fixes on it. Nah, she might try to eat cute. Might get the bacon on it. Might get a few toppings. You know, they got millions of toppings. You can dump that bitch out. You feel what I'm saying? She gonna want to drink. I already know it. I'm gonna spend about $25, $30. I'm good with that. That ain't shit. Now, if I spend these $30 on you for 5 Guys and I don't get no ass at the end of the night, should I be mad? No. What the fuck I'm mad about? What I'm mad about is $30. I'm not mad about $30. What I'm trying to get it, or I'm trying to make it long term, if I'm trying to get it for one night, I'm not mad about $30. I'm not mad about $30. I didn't get it that night. And so what? I didn't get it that night. Now, like I said, I know how much I'm willing to spend before I get it. And once I get to this limit of how much I'm finna spend, then I have to make a decision. Do I go over my spending limit or do I cut this shit off if I ain't getting what I want? A lot of you motherfuckers will add on extra money, extra resources to see can you get it. And when you still ain't getting, now you're getting yourself madder and madder and madder because now you adding extra resources and you ain't getting what you want in return. And at this point, I can't be mad at her because you doing it. You feel like she ain't putting out. She ain't giving you no head. She ain't playing with your balls. She ain't doing this, that, the third. And you frustrated because you can't spend the money, and you ain't getting no ass. You ain't getting no act right. And it happens. It happens. Because if you can get it for little or nothing, shit, 10 out of 10 of y'all motherfuckers gonna sign up for that all day, every day. Ain't gotta do shit. And she gonna give me everything? Sign me up. Y'all gonna do that. You're gonna do that. If you can get it for little or nothing, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. But because you have to give up something, you kind of leery. You're like, I don't want to do that, woo, because you might be using me and shit like that. But you want that pussy. You might even want the relationship. You ain't willing to give up nothing to get it though. Where's the reciprocity? Where's the reciprocity? Ain't none. Ain't none. You want something from them, but you're not willing to give up shit. But you'll sign up for it if they're giving it to you for nothing. There's no reciprocity. And the women, they just get to this shit too. You want a dude that got money, that got resources, that can treat you right now, that type of shit right there. But you ain't willing to give a nigga shit. You ain't willing to give a nigga no act right. You ain't willing to give a nigga no loyalty. You ain't want to cook. You don't want to be at peace. You don't want to be none of this shit that these niggas complain about. You ain't willing to give up none of that shit. That make you less than a woman in 2025. But you supposed to get this good nigga. You supposed to get this tall nigga that got all this money and this big ass dick. You feel entitled to it. But you don't want to give up shit to get that nigga you want. If he gonna fuck with me, he gotta fuck with me as I am. I ain't gotta act right, cause well, another nigga don't. If he don't want to fuck with me, another nigga will fuck with me, and that might be true. That might be true. But you're not being reciprocal though. You want something for nothing too. So with the law of reciprocity, that's one of the problems that I see going on between men and women. Both sides want something. Both sides don't want to give up shit. Both sides want something while simultaneously saying, I ain't giving up nothing. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how that's going to work. That's a hard sell. That's a hard pitch. I can't see that it's working at the rate y'all want this shit to work it on both sides. I don't see a lot of men getting something for nothing. I done said this on numerous occasions, like, bro, it's only a small percentage of women that's gonna give you their ass for nothing. Nothing. I can say to myself, I know I done smashed at least 50, 60 chicks in my life. I know how many girlfriends I had on one hand. I know how many women I done smashed my whole life. And early on, and I told these stories so many times, like early on, when I lost my virginity, I got something for being nice. I gave this lady my strength. I gave this young lady my strength, my protection, walking her home from school, being a nice guy. She gave me some pussy. Then as I got in my 14, 15, the high school years, then it's like, oh, I can get some from these females, you know what I'm saying? My girlfriends, they give me some. And I ain't gotta do shit. They'll be their boyfriends. But then when I was going to the clubs and shit like that, when I was going to the strip clubs and shit like that, guess what I had to do? I had to give up some money to get what I wanted out of them. So with my girlfriends, I gave up my time, my energy, and I got what I wanted. When I went to the strip clubs, I gave up that bread and I got what I wanted. Reciprocity. Reciprocity. I gave up something to get something. I gotta give up something. Gotta give up something. Now, the other persuasion tactic that works is social proof. To have somebody talking about the things you're doing. And I tell y'all a lot of times is that I got the results y'all that guys be wanting. Now the way I got them, a lot of y'all ain't gonna be able to do it. I don't understand that. My methods are so unconventional. I'm a savage at times. I'm a nice guy at times. Like, I got a balance when I got a balance. And sometimes I be out of whack. And I know that. But I got the results. I got the results. I got a 20-year marriage. There's a couple of guys that I heard on these spaces. They got 15, 20, 30-year marriages. They got results, but somehow, some way, you don't want to listen to the motherfucker that got what you say you want. So if you don't listen to the people that say they got what you say you want, do you really want what you say you want? Do you really want to be in these committed relationships? Do you really want to be tied down to one person for the rest of your life? Do you really want to start a family with somebody? Do you really want to go through the ups and downs, the ins and outs with somebody to the day you die? Or are you just talking? Is you just saying shit because it sounds good? Is you saying you want to be a good man to a woman, you want to be married and all that type of shit just so you say, yeah, I got in-house pussy? I want to start a family, but I don't want to take care of the kids. Are you just saying you want a good man, you're gonna willing to be submissive and all that type of shit until you get the good man and act like a whole bitch? Because truth be told, when you want to be in these long-term commitments and these relationships and dealing with kids and for 18 years and shit like that, like, bruh, it's people that got the results. And it's people that's gonna tell you that shit ain't easy. It take a lot of emotion and logic and shit like that, physical, a lot of stress. Do you want to go through that shit? Because there's people out there that could tell you that, bro, this ain't no picnic. What my nigga 3 Stacks said, you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. Yes, you can have this shit planned out to go smooth, and then all of a sudden it's storming, it's raining, it's a hurricane, a flash flood. Don't wipe all your little plans away. Now you gotta do something else. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't be prepared to do this shit. But the people that got results know how this shit go. And they be trying to tell y'all how that shit go, but y'all don't care. Y'all don't want to listen. But you want the results. And it is what it is. And I'm gonna sum all this up and I'm gonna get up out here. I've been up here long enough. To sum all this up, the great communicators, the great hustlers, the great relationships, they know how to mix the two, the law of reciprocity and social proof. They know how to put the two together very smoothly. They know how to put that shit together. Excuse me. And like I say a lot of times, I'm gonna give you the game on the real shit you want. You say you want the relationships. You say you want the marriage. You say you did that and the third. I'm willing to give y'all the game. That means reciprocity. And the reason I'm willing to give you the game because I got the results. Social proof. I'm willing to give y'all the game because I got the proof. I'm willing to give y'all advice because I got the proof that y'all say y'all want. I got the results you say y'all want. In 2025. I've been doing this shit for a long motherfucking time. And I'm willing to give y'all the advice to get the results I got. All I ask for in return is you fuck with me. You like my shit, you share my shit, you subscribe to my shit, you comment on my shit. That's all I'm asking for. And then like I always say, if y'all want the bullshit, you gotta pay me for the bullshit. You got to pay me for the bullshit. You got to pay me for the way to get over on a nigga. You got to pay me for the way to get over on a female and not get caught. How to get everything you want out these motherfuckers without doing too much. I could tell you that shit too. I'd rather not. Somewhere deep inside my soul, I changed the way I look at people and the way I look at shit. And I said, you know what? It don't serve me no purpose to be with the shit no more. But I will get with the shit if the price right. I ain't too far away from it. It is what it is. So yeah, to sum everything up, hey man, break bread, shout it, act right. Y'all gonna get shit right, or y'all ain't gonna get shit right. People that got the proof know what they talking about. You might not want to hear it, but they know what they talking about. If you want them results, listen to them. Put that shit together. Go do what you do. And as far as my little situation with my daughter and her fiance, we're gonna get it right. Like I say, I like Buddy. I respect Buddy. I just had to get this shit off my motherfucking chest because that's my daughter. That's my daughter. So I will hold that conversation with him. I will try to get through him to know, have a man-to-man with him. Like, hey, bro, I feel you. But you're gonna have to do something, bro. You can't be trying to still hang around your mama and do everything your mama say and ain't trying to have a wife and kids. I mean, I ain't tell you to cut your mom off all the way, but at the same time, don't get manipulated by your mom either. Just because she gave birth to you and she sacrificed and did it. Don't let them guilt trip you. Don't let her guilt trip you. That's all I can really say. Well, anyway, I'm finna get up out of here. I appreciate everybody coming through. Shout out to Queen for coming up here and chilling with a nigga to get me back on my shit. And I'll get up with y'all good people later.
Vibe blowing at the J, got the loud jumping at the pay. Everything I'm on slack. Everything I do is got the Benz jumping at the bay. Vibe blowing at my J, got the loud jumping at the pay. Everything I'm on slack. Everything I do is got the Benz jumping at the bay. Another milestone, look at that. Paper boy, got my paper route till I'm 6 down on my back. I'm an old soul like my dad. My old girl still a fan. And yo girl at the live show, so don't act like I ain't the man. I'm kicking my feet up, get franked like Aretha. I'm calm, but I'm teed up, just flip me a stack. The re-up just doubled up off of the muscle, I stuck to the task. They see me, I'm troubled, I'm bubbling up till it's stuck. And they want me to stay where I'm at. I'm good everywhere that I'm stepping, my presence is crucial. You know that this shit not on trend. On a big wave, I'm controlling the tide. Snake eyes when you rolling the dice. So with the stakes inside, I could never take another nigga advice. They can't reach the sky, I'm aiming up high. I just wanna know what it's like. Y'all know what it's like, I come from outside of this. Out the quicksand, I'm the big man, doing big things. Cop a big change, up a state lines, doing stage dives on cam. It ain't no limit to my vision. Check the temp, I'm on fire with it. Got the band jumping out the bag, Prosecco on ice. I'm nobody nice. Go run up a check, demand my respect. I'm doing the most, I never quit. They want me to quit. I'm good as it come, I'm good as it gets. Vibe blowing at the J, got the loud jumping at the pay. Everything I'm on slack. Everything I do is got the Benz jumping at the bay. Vibe blowing at my J, got the loud jumping at the pay. Everything I'm on slack.